Turn the mic on.
All right, everybody, we're on the air. Welcome to the real Ethan Van Sciver and Doug TenNApel reunion stream, guys. So welcome back,
Not
everybody. I hope
fake title at all.
right. It's real because Ethan has the link, and so therefore it's not a lie because it could be a reunion. So there's the possibility. So it is definitely not clickbait, and we have Doug here, so it at least counts for half a reunion. So that's something. It counts for something. But Doug, I'm glad to have you here. How's your day going, man?
So good. I'm just kind of recovering from yesterday. Like the day before the campaign, the lead up to the campaign is so exhausting because you're just like double checking every detail.
Right,
And it's
getting the
just
international shipping figured out.
piss work. Yeah. And and I missed a few, got a couple of them wrong. And then when you get them wrong, like all the backers are coming in and reminding you what you got wrong forever.
Right, they're
It'll be
like,
there forever.
right, they're like, hey, is it really $3 to Canada?
Yeah, that was it. I had miscalculated one of the shipping to Canada, and they were right. Like for one book to Canada, it was $10 less than the real amount, and they were complaining about the real amount. And I said, no, the other one is actually $10 short of what it should be.
Oh man, I want to say hi to people in the chat, but also we do have the link to Earthworm Jim here in the chat. It's
Wow,
also in the
thanks.
description. And
I would love to have you guys as a backer. Obviously, if you can't back, I'm not trying to make anyone do a weird decision or anything, but I'm going to make you a great book, and I do good work, and I'll work hard for you and put on a great show.
right, and the only way to be immune to what's going on in the world right now is to back both our books, actually. So that's the only
Wait,
way
you
to
have
stay
a book?
safe.
Wait, what?
My book's on Amazon.
Oh, there you go.
Yep. And hello, full custom hot dog. He says again. Yes, again.
No,
Can you
this one's
believe
for
it?
real. Not again, for real.
The last show
Oh,
was fake.
This one's real.
right. Can you believe it? I was able to get these guys on my stream a second time. No, this is not a versus Timothy Best. Timothy Best is Doug versus Ethan. No, there's no verses or arguing on here. It's just a normal chill stream hangout. Cabbage Head says reunion numero dos. Did anyone dethrone my comment last stream? No, you still had the gold comment of the night, although I kind of forgot what it was.
It
Matthew
was
D.
that
Reese.
important. It was that good.
Matthew D. Reese is here. Hello, Matthew. And we also have Matt C. Says everyone bailed for the trash compactor.
What does that
Alrighty
mean?
then. Is
Well,
that a
That
Star
seems
Wars
like the
reference?
most passive aggressive guy I've ever
Was the
seen.
other Ethan?
Yeah. He's
The other
like, I
Ethan.
think he's a season Ethan account.
How many Ethans are there?
Oh man, Cabbage Head says I don't mean to brag, but I'm backer number 8 for Earthworm Jim 2. I'm backer number 3, by the way. But Cabbage Head said he's number 8 for Earthworm Jim 2. It's on my
I just want
resume
you
and
two to
everything.
fight over this right now.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Well, he's
Fine,
number 8.
fine.
I was number 3. So there's only 2 people that are bigger Doug fans than me.
That's right.
One of them's probably Doug.
Right.
Yeah, one was probably me. It just means that person has less of a life than you because they sat there hammering that button, waiting for me to push the button.
Oh man, I didn't even try. I'm just that good that I
Oh,
just
so you
backed
don't
because I
even care enough
happened
to
be
try.
No, I
Well,
was
you're not
refreshing.
friend.
I was refreshing it like crazy.
Ex-friend.
Right, ex best friend.
I think I was number 300 something.
There you go. That's
And
reasonable.
I didn't even buy a book.
Oh, there you go. See, that's even better. Thank you for not supporting my book, you guys. I can always count on
Well, I
you.
supported the book, I just didn't buy it.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, I'm refreshing it to see what you're at, and this is incredible. You're just shy of $153,000 with almost 2,400 backers. That's incredible, and I'm very happy for you. And I hope you get 1,000,000 backers.
If the universe was fair, I'd already have 1,000,000 backers.
Yeah.
But the
You have
universe
a
is
million
not.
backers yesterday.
The universe is not fair. Therefore, I will languish here in anonymity and relative obscurity
Suffering.
on a show with these three guys forever.
Especially Nasser. These three nobodies.
Especially Nasser.
P Money. P Money.
I'm so
says,
famous. What am I even doing here?
Why are you here?
I'm like, gosh, this is such bad marketing for my
P-Money
image,
says-
my stellar
P-Money-
image.
B Money says one more clickbait title and my kick Nassers get harder. I'm sorry, man. Please hit the thumbs up and share out the link. And it's not really even clickbait because Doug is here. It's the reunion.
It's actually true. Yeah, it's actually
It's only
true.
half true.
Well,
Right.
you did invite Ethan. I mean, if Ethan doesn't show up, that's on him.
Yes, he's invited, so it's not even a clickbait or a lie on my end. It's just if he doesn't show up, then I mean it's still accurate. It's still the
Hey, I
reunion.
called the FBI. It's up to them to check it out. I didn't do anything.
Oh yeah,
Right.
wait, who said that? Wasn't that Yellow Umbrella or whatever?
No, it was Liam.
Oh yeah, Leo. Oh, that's right. You know,
Oh,
the FBI could just decide if it's a crime or not. It's not up to me to decide if it's a
It's not
crime.
me. I just
Timothy
report
Best-
them. I report. You decide.
Yes.
Timothy
objective.
Best says, Doug, how much can you bench press?
Ooh.
Okay. I got up to, this is probably right before I think Bigfoot Bill launched was my peak huge.
Swole.
I benched 200 for the first time in my life, but on a machine. So on a machine, it's a little bit of a cheat because you can just
The machine
put
that
all
lifts
of your
for
stuff into pushing and you don't have to worry about balance or anything.
you.
But I think normal, like on an actual bench, I think I did one, I don't want to exaggerate, so I just don't know. Maybe 175, 165, I
You're
think
supposed
was
to be
the
able to do more than your body weight for a bench press. If
Yeah.
You're actually in shape.
Yeah, so I was 200 pounds, maybe 220 at the time because I've lost 20 pounds since then. All muscle weight, all
Muscle weight.
huge.
Muscle
Yeah,
weight
the best
or-
way to cut weight is to cut that heavy muscle,
I cut
I
all
could-
that nasty muscle I didn't need.
weighing you down.
I could bench press one teddy bear at each end, and they're pretty big teddy bears.
the
It's
oversized-
disgusting.
The huge stuffed teddy bear.
I really want to get back into some weightlifting, even though I'm always just kind of LARPing in the gym. I look like a fake weightlifter, but I really enjoy it. Pretending. I really enjoy pretending to be.
Natty LARPing.
Yeah, don't set off the lunk alarm, whatever you
Oh,
do.
lunk alarm.
The lunk
this-
alarm.
This is perhaps the most important question about your campaign, Doug. Ray Cortex says, how much water do you guys drink? I've been power drinking water. I drink enough water.
You don't want to
drink
get water
alcohol.
poisoning.
Yeah, a water poisoning. It will actually. It leaks out of the cells and into the rest of your body.
Yeah, gross.
If you don't have enough salt to hold it in. I
You gotta
drink
eat lots of pizza.
I drink coffee and beer is about my only drinks during the day.
Together? Oh,
And if I go walk past any faucet in the house, I'll drink out of the faucet like a dog. But I really need to drink way more
It's one of the
more
big
water.
benefits of being an adult is that
Yeah.
you can choose to drink out of the faucet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
When
do.
you're a kid, you can only drink out of the faucet because you can't reach the glasses.
That's right.
Oh, man. People are really impressed, Doug. Timothy Best says, Doug is ripped.
He's a lanklet.
Lanklet. I don't even know most of those fit terms.
I'm trying. I'm twining, Arnold. I'm twining.
Lanklets are really tall, skinny guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Because
Oh, man.
they're
Sheila,
lanky.
Sheila Allen says, dude has gigantism.
Sheila Allen, just try to resist. Try to resist.
Is
Hold
it
it
the
in
real
there, lady.
Sheila?
Hold it in there, lady.
The real Sheila Allen? Or
It's the
just
real
somebody
one.
named Sheila Allen?
Who's Sheila Allen?
I don't know.
That's an actual photo of her. She's a real doll.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Actual photo.
it's probably-
Where are you?
Sheila-
I'm in front of
It's-
the restaurant.
I already know this is a 40-year-old dude. 45
Right, it's some dude in his basement, some neck beard.
It certainly
This is the
should
guy.
be.
Yeah. This is a comic book store owner.
Right. Or the average comic fan in general.
Yeah.
Do not.
With the average comic fan is a comic book store owner. The few remaining comic fans all own a store at this point.
Here,
Poor
Freddie
guys.
Spears' House of
Yes.
Stairs.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
I'll be there. They just killed the Scorched Beast Queen.
Oh man.
Well,
And-
you're
and-
in a different server from me.
I joined
And-
your
and-
server. Whatever.
I had to leave the server.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm posting the link right now for Earthworm Jim 2. So if you guys want to get this book,
Yeah.
it's really fantastic.
Just
Earthworm
go to Kickstarter, search Earthworm Jim, wade through all of the blue-haired binary comic books.
Just search for. Actually, it's easier if you just search for bigger seller than a cyber frog.
Oh, here it goes.
Oh no, let's get started with that. Hey, everybody.
I don't think I'm going to beat it on one campaign, but on two I might. Sheila Allen.
Yeah.
Look, Sheila Allen.
Sheila says, I'm sure you guys are joking, but for anybody who doesn't know, I have 50,000 YouTube subscribers that will tell you I am definitely not a man.
It's a man.
And 50,000 YouTube subscribers have never lied.
It's a man.
Oh man, 50,000 YouTube subs.
That's very irrelevant to me.
Sheila Allen, you could come on this show and prove it right now.
I don't know who Sheila Allen is.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Remind me
I don't
who
know
It's
either.
a comic. I'm telling you, it's a huge Comic-Con comic book store owner, 54-year-old man. She could come on the show right now.
Gazine can
I
come on the
think I'd
show.
rather have them on.
I guess so. Send me a message on Twitter, I guess, and then we could send you a link.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then this will be a real show.
send Nasser Hicks.
So you pronounce it
No,
Nasser.
no pictures. Just I will send you the
Just
link.
we want it. We get on video, get on camera on the show, or you're lying,
Or else, yeah.
or you're lying.
Or else.
We immediately accuse
I want
you
to
of
believe
lying.
you. Sheila. I'm not like these guys. I want to believe you.
I will
Yeah,
be
I don't.
surprised
I
if
actively
I will be. I will be shocked if I have one lady that's actually in my audience.
Yeah, that's the biggest proof is no woman watches Nasser show.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. That'll sum it up right there. It's sort of like what was that? Was it a Trailer Park Boys episode where they went to the Rush concert and one of the guys in Rush was like, "I saw two women in the audience. That's got to be some kind of record."
Here, promote me.
Oh
no,
man,
yeah, okay.
Sheila says you're giving me a gender identity crisis.
Oh man, I'm
Good.
sorry.
Good.
I would never
I
do that.
apologize.
I would do that to a guy because you're a guy. I would
Yeah.
crack that joke with a guy and goof around with him. I would never do that to a woman.
She should wear a blonde wig.
Well, there's already somebody who's
blonde wig
somebody's
and a
already
huge-
taken all the blonde wigs.
A blonde wig and a huge top hat.
Yeah, I would have actual blonde hair. Because I actually want to be. Well, I actually
Actually
want to
dyed
look
hair.
like Ellen DeGeneres. So
You
I
got
got
a
her
real
hair.
hair
I got
plug.
the Ellen DeGeneres hair right here.
You're so rich you can afford hair plugs, unlike some other comic creators.
I'm
we
rich
know.
from selling $10,000
Yes.
pillows.
That would be good. That's a good way to. Are they the hug pillows or are they just the
They're the Wayfair pillows.
I was going to say, were they like the
Oh.
pillows from the Ben Shapiro show, the special pillows for Ben Shapiro fans?
Yeah, a pillow club.
Yeah.
It's like the mug club, but it's the pillow
Yeah.
club.
Every month you get a new pillow.
Oh man, well we got 20 people in here, guys. So please hit the thumbs up and share out the link and let everybody you know that Doug and Ethan are having the reunion on my channel right now. Let everybody know.
You are
Yeah.
such a
Tell everyone to come check out Ethan on Nasser's
Ethan
show
is
right
finally
now.
going to make amends and apologize for
Right.
everything he's ever done.
He said that he owed people apologies. He's
Right.
usually demanding apologies from everyone, but this time he's offering them.
Right.
It's a red
Right.
letter day.
Right, and I will even apologize to him too. I don't
Yeah.
know what for, but let everybody know that
as
we're
long
both
as he comes- yeah.
apologizing.
I'm sure he shows up.
I'm sure he expects an apology from us.
Yeah.
You
From-
should.
And from you.
You should work up a tier.
Yes. Get some
Right.
get some
Right,
Visine.
we're all on here singing Kumbaya.
We're
and we're
all for a serious apology. I
right. we're-
apologize to everyone in the world. Look, here's my real eyes for completely degrading myself and going on the
Right.
internet.
Let me
That
lock
is
it on
something I'm-
Doug. Okay, it's locked on Doug now.
The internet in general.
Internet, one of the things that I'm perhaps the only thing I'm sorry for, the only regret I have is ever going on camera, putting on a show and going on the internet. And I apologize for being really only terrible people would go on the internet and
It's the
go
worst thing.
do a
That's-
show, do a podcast, have a Twitter account, anything outside of basic business on email.
Just
I
look at us.
apologize.
That's all we
have
wanted
a
to hear,
YouTube
Doug.
channel.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's all we wanted to hear.
All it's all you have. If anything, you went too far.
It's worse. I think it's worse than murdering kittens.
Yeah.
Worse. What
Right.
I've done, the world
Right.
would be The world would be one kind of bad if everyone murdered a kitten. It would be much worse if everyone got on YouTube and Twitter and went on camera and did shows and podcasts.
Which most everyone does do, of course. So.
Yeah, so it's even worse. It's like
How
the
bad the
whole
world is.
world's kittens have been murdered.
Personally, I apologize for nothing. I stand with Oksana. I apologize for nothing.
You apologize for nothing?
Yeah.
What was it that Mel Gibson said to his wife after she said she apologized for nothing?
They were
Hey, and what kind of credit is that to you to say I apologize for nothing? When isn't that the default is that no one really apologizes for anything?
That's the default state. Yeah, nobody ever apologizes for anything.
It's not like some amazing statement to say I'll apologize for nothing. You should just say I am a default human being.
Yeah. I breathed air today. It's the same thing.
Exactly.
Oh man, Alfonso here says EVS and Doug's reunion sponsored by Blue Mattress, the mattress subscription service. Every week we send you a new mattress until your life is in shambles. Your free trial has already begun.
Oh, well, it's a free trial at least.
It's a free trial.
Free for 1 day.
How do I get that free trial?
Yeah, it comes in a how did they ship it in such a small box?
Yes. You unfold the mattress, you see. And then it's you chew on the mattress, and it works as Viagra.
It's like the invisible knapsack, but it's visible.
Yeah.
We got Joshua Hughes in the chat, who used to be one of my regulars, so I have no clue if he's returning and making a joke or if this is a legit accusation. But he says Nasser knows all about murdering kittens. Well, I hope you're joking.
Oh, that's right.
No, only someone who's killed kittens would make that joke.
I hope I'm joking about having murdered kittens myself.
Only somebody who has killed kittens would even accuse somebody else of killing.
Yeah, because we would have no knowledge of that. I didn't even bring up killing kittens.
I don't know what a kitten even is. So that's how little I know about killing kittens.
I do know that Stephen Lynch.
What's a kitten?
Kittens.
Kittens.
Who is stabbing kittens?
Who is stabbing kittens with a pencil in the face? Why?
So I really like what you guys said on your show, SWC, about.
I agree with you.
You're right
about YouTube fandoms.
Yeah, well, I mean, not YouTube fandoms.
It was over the Ralph Retort stuff.
All fandoms.
That's Ralph Retort that recently went down, and it is.
I was tempted to bring that up when I was on your show, but I mean, you're celebrating the whole Earth.
No, thank you for not bringing up.
Should I not ruin the show by bringing up
that
and Ralph? Yeah,
we can't even say the G word now for the guarding the G word.
Oh yeah, gunt guarding. You mean? Yeah, we're not supposed to say gunt guarding.
So let's not engage in gunt guarding.
That's actually the second. That's from the second, the part 2 video, which is only on our Patreon right now. But we talk about the concept of gunt guarding in part 2 video. And that one's so good.
In particular, it's just this worship people have of people who are famous.
That's someone on YouTube.
It's a core issue. Yeah, it started before YouTube celebrity. It's just that now it's even less valid. Actually, I think it's more valid when somebody's famous on YouTube compared to when somebody's famous on like Jersey Shore or anything like that.
Yeah, like TV. TV is actually a worse thing to be famous on.
Yeah.
Right. TV is cancer.
Yeah, but so the fame worship culture has always been there where you get like
it goes way back.
I have famous friends and I get more credit for having certain famous friends than just all of you anonymous pedestrian schmoes.
Yeah, like it's like, oh, you have a cover by the Hellboy guy. Oh,
yeah, Mike Mignola. I must be legit.
That means more than you actually doing the comic, the inside of the comic. That doesn't mean anything.
Might as well just not even deliver a comic.
Not only that, but if I had a cover by Banksy, I'd probably be more famous than if I had a cover by Bernie Wrightson. Like a terrible graffiti spray paint artist.
Or just a package of bacon, and it has a Post-it note that says "cop meat" written in Sharpie. It's like, oh, I hate having Banksy as a roommate. He keeps doing all this stuff.
Oh man, or if I had it covered by Doug TenNApel, like that would just be like insane.
You're proving my point, Nasser. I just told you not to do that, you idiot. What are you doing?
I'm going with the joke.
Well, okay. Then now you're funny. Now you're funny. Now I look stupid. What are you doing? I'm a guest on your channel. You're trying to make me look stupid
You're
now.
insulting the guest. You're insulting a guest on your own show. Wow,
What a terrible man.
Jerk.
What a terrible man you've grown up to be.
Surreal jerk.
I apologize.
Okay.
Should.
Insincerely, though. I hope
because no one apologizes.
Right. I don't mean it though.
No, yeah.
Thank you.
You shouldn't mean it.
I'd be
You
even
shouldn't
more
mean it.
suspect of you if you told me you did mean it.
Insincere apology. We've got Ethan Van Sciver on.
Well, oh yeah, hey Ethan. Ethan's on.
Ethan Van Sciver.
Oh, he's not on. You lied to my face. I'm okay with that. I don't. I
Nasser
feel
has him in
nothing.
the back room and he's just holding him there just to tease him. That's not nice.
Why is he
Why is he on a
Guys,
leash?
Guys, and make sure you guys let Ethan know how much you're enjoying his reunion here. Tweet it out and let all your followers know. Actually, let them all know that like Ethan being on here for the reunion is like the craziest thing you've ever seen. He's even getting along with SWC.
I know the show's bizarre. The
I like
weirdest
his
stream
new
I've ever
Snap
been on.
My Joker T-shirt.
Right, we're all gonna leave here pretty changed because now we're all best buddies.
Changed is certainly a way
Diapers
to
are
put
going to
it.
need to be changed.
Yeah, this is like
Oh.
Camp David.
Yes.
This is like Israel and Palestine.
First of
Camp
all,
Where
you
it's
would
not
not be
gonna
dead
work.
if it wasn't for my David.
You know, be dead with what wasn't for my
What
David.
wasn't for my David?
Hey, so did you guys see the comment I said when you guys were saying that like
No.
betas actually get married? And I said, no, betas don't reproduce. Only alpha can reproduce. I said that on your show.
Every beta that's ever existed is reproduced, though.
Yeah, no,
That's
well,
how
it's,
betas
it's
spread.
But I'm saying
30%.
that already
Like
kicks them up into
30%.
alpha category because they're at least getting their genes into the next generation.
But
The
then
whole
they're
point of
betas.
alpha and beta is the alpha male wants to mate. So the betas aren't allowed to mate.
No, that's not what an alpha male is.
Well, I'm talking
An
about
alpha
in
male
nature.
wants to dominate. An alpha male wants to subjugate others.
He doesn't want to, he
wants
does,
to go
but
on.
in nature he does it through his gene pool. So the alpha male dog is the only one that's allowed to mate. So you can't say that reproducing is or getting married is a beta move. No, the beta never reproduces.
I mean, I'm shooting major gutsies right now, so I'm
Oh
Okay.
man,
I'm like, okay, whatever I got.
No, and
There's too
I can
many-
hear your eye roll from here.
oh man, you
Well,
guys.
plus, I hope you hear my clicking from me playing a video game.
Hammering.
Terrible, even worse. Nasser, kick these guys if they play a video. If they do a
Okay.
screen share and they're playing a video game, kick them.
We're not
Well,
going to
we'll
screen
make
share.
sure-
We're hiding our video game shame, of course.
Yeah, you
Okay.
should. Okay, there you go. That's
Okay.
good.
Well,
As long as you do it
we will not
privately,
share
I don't
any
want to know
games.
what you do.
And Ishra Blackwolf says, "What is it really happening?" Yes, let all your friends know
It's
that
happening.
It is happening. It's already happened. It's happening.
And
the
Earthworm
second
Jim
time,
is going into
actually.
Smash Brothers.
And
Right.
Donald Trump just tweeted about this stream.
Revolver Solver says, Doug, we know, like all good people, you like spam, but what are your thoughts on Vienna sausage?
I've eaten some Vienna sausage in my time. It's a little tough to choke down because they're a little bit slimy. They're little slimy weenies. The spam is just great meat. That's
Spam is
good
one of the
stuff.
perfect, like people talk about soy being like the future perfect food that you could just put into anything, but spam is actually the real, like
Spam's the real soy.
Yeah. And it doesn't have any soy either.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
man.
soy-free soy.
100% meat.
Timothy Best here can't believe that Ethan and Doug are joining forces to fight the SJWs and help
Yeah.
Trump get reelected, he says.
It's finally, we all learned to put aside our differences. I'm glad that
Right.
we all
And
did.
they
Right.
finally found out who the real enemy is, Tim Lim.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
We,
Right. We
at
need-
least we can all agree on that.
Yeah,
Right.
we do agree that now that I've gotten to know him, he is evil.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
There
Tim
is
Lim
something. There's just
evil.
something wrong with it. There's something wrong with that guy.
Yeah.
Something wrong.
Right,
You can't
he's
like
the
bunnies
ultimate
that much.
evil we have to unite against. We have to
Yes.
unite against him and all other SJWs, and we need to get Trump
Although
reelected.
they're Chinese
Mark
ape.
Pellegrini for having sat next
Yeah.
to Tim.
Yes.
He has,
Oh yeah,
he has
forget
some
about both
explaining
those
to do.
guys.
Did you see
Refund
he
them.
liked one of my tweets today? What's wrong with that guy?
Holy smokes.
That son of a bitch.
That's terrible. You don't want that. You don't want that
Yeah.
on you, man.
Even I don't
Yeah.
want that.
Tim Lim is a criminal mastermind, says Timothy Best.
Yeah. Yes.
He's not even that. He's just a criminal.
Yeah.
Right.
Just regular criminal.
You know what he
criminal
said?
minds.
He said that he felt sorry for my mother.
Yeah, when we went into to Tim Lim's shop to his convenience store, He said, "I feel sorry."
Of course,
for
he
you."
owns a convenience store in LA.
Yes, in Los Angeles. Where else, of course? Oh crap!
Oh man, we got 26 awesome people in here that are just
Yay.
dying for this reunion, and also you guys, you should all back Earthworm Jim 2, Fight the Fish, and my book's on Amazon. The links to both of those I just put in the description. Fight the Fish, Doug. I know we already talked about this before on a stream the other day, but for those who might not know it, what exactly does Fight the Fish mean?
It is Fight the Fish is the second boss in the Earthworm Jim comic series is Bob the Goldfish, just like
Second
in the
final
book.
boss in the second game, or the final second?
In the second, he was like the third level boss. He was like a third.
That's
third
right. He's
boss.
just.
I remember it's the boss where all you have to do is reach him,
Yeah.
and then you
Yeah.
just eat him.
Yeah,
One of the best bosses in video game history to this day, and
it's
it's
going
like
to be a great book.
yeah, it's
the
like
book
a
is way
30-year-old
better.
reference even, and it still holds up to this day.
Yeah.
And then but he's
I
not
backed it.
the real final boss is actually the Dread Pirate LeChuck.
Wait, what? Now you're just making fun of my my creative
What are
rhythm.
you talking about?
What are you talking about?
But yeah, I did back the book. I didn't buy the book, but I did back it. I donated I donated $5.
Okay, thank you.
Didn't know
Thanks for the
before.
$5. That's probably the most profit I'll make on the whole campaign.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, in a way, that's what I want to do. I don't want to be like, get the book. I mean, you always say, "Oh, you'll get the book, sooner or later."
Yeah, I'll get you the book. Yeah.
Right, and
When
if
it's
you guys
done.
can't afford
Even
to
if I
back it,
don't, though, I wanna-
every dollar goes a long way. If you can
Yeah,
only
exactly.
donate $1, it really helps out.
That's
The
really what I
expenses on
believe in,
these
by the
things
way.
add up.
I'm just saying, literally $5 for no work is
Literally.
probably the highest profit margin I'll make
Yeah,
on that whole
exactly.
campaign.
Yeah, in exchange for nothing, you don't have to send me the book.
I don't have to
you
do anything. That is literally the most money.
Literally.
Yeah,
Literally.
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 It's
Oh,
very
man.
satisfying word to
This-
say.
Yeah,
this is insane, you guys. Alfonso Prouty says Tim Lim shipped me a book, and then I tripped and fell on it. Tim Lim is evil. This
Yeah.
is what we're saying. We have to unite against Tim Lim.
Yeah, that was attempted murder.
Yes.
Right.
He can't keep getting away with it.
He can't keep getting away with it.
He's got to be stopped.
Yes.
Keeps getting away with it, and he shouldn't.
Yeah, he should not be able to keep getting away with it.
I'm
We've
calling
got,
Ralph retort.
We've got
Yeah,
Tony-
finally.
We've got Tony S saying, "I've never played any of the Earthworm Jim games, and I'm chomping at the bit to get the books." I'm with you, man. I've never played any of them. I'm not a video game person, but the book is incredible, and it's one of the best comic books I've ever written, and I'm very excited for this sequel
Written?
as well.
You mean red?
Or, oop,
Red.
I wish I
Now
could.
he's stealing credit.
Oh, yeah, he just now
Freudian slip.
revealed that he's the ghostwriter on all my work.
Nasser
No.
truly is.
No, I wish I could write something that well.
I mean, you know
One
what the
of
thing
these
is?
days.
It's kind of, in a way, a culmination of like a lifetime of making comics. You kind of like, in order to make Earthworm Jim as a comic, you kind of have to have like a 20 or 30-year career making comics so that you understand how to make something like so not simple, of course, but just like straightforward without getting too like so many people are like, I'm going to make the Earthworm Jim book, and then it's going to be just all about like way too getting up into itself, retracting into itself with the story and the dramatic lore, and it like stops.
And I have no interest in tracing myself either. So it's like I'm exploring the story brand new. If it's good story, it goes in, even if it's part of the original story. If it's not good story, I don't put it in. So I get to finally fix kind of what I've been working on for all this time.
Oh man, Alfonso's putting in a lot of work for us. He's doing some deep diving investigations. This is breaking news, you guys. Tim Lim is currently writing negative reviews of the new Earthworm Jim game before it comes out. You heard it.
Well,
here
but
first.
that shows how evil he is, because of course he's lying.
Lies from the wolf.
Of course.
He's demonic. He's truly demonic.
He opens his mouth, starts moving, and of course, as he pushes the bodies aside in his house, lies pour out.
Sings the
Yeah,
song.
we've all pushed a few bodies aside in our homes before, haven't we?
Yeah, who's kitten bodies? Yeah,
Right.
who has
we all go a little mad sometimes.
We all of us. Hey, all of us. We've all tried drinking our own pee. Come on, guys. Everybody. We've all drank.
Not tried it. Sometimes you have to do it out of necessity. I know.
We've all drank like 6 gallons of our own pee. Am I right, guys?
I mean, you gotta store it up for a good. You gotta let it age. You gotta have to.
I'm pretty sure you must have watched the show where we talked about the life hacks for how to freeze your own piss into piss ice cubes so that you can cool down some fresh piss and not dilute the flavor.
Yeah, that's
What?
right. That's one of the hottest new life hacks. You can only learn that from Alex Jones, of course.
Well, of course, yeah, Alex Jones.
It is
Oh
absolutely.
man, I keep getting accused of clickbait in the chat, you guys. I want to just remind everyone this is not clickbait.
Nasser would never. No one on YouTube would ever do that. All of you YouTube connoisseurs know.
Yeah.
That stuff doesn't fly on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right.
All of these people viewing right now with a good, fine, perfect taste in YouTube videos, the highest quality YouTube.
Men with lots to do. However,
Yes.
they sacrifice all, like saving children, to watch YouTube. These guys have lots to do.
Right.
Surely.
Right. So
And don't
since
call
this
me
is
Shirley.
since this is not clickbait, I need all 31 people in here watching to share out the link and hit the thumbs up and let everybody know just how insane this is.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, let them know how Ethan is just wiling out in the stream tonight.
Right, the most drama you've ever seen in a YouTube stream. It's here. You cannot beat it.
Tell them I've never seen a conniption like this from Ethan.
Right.
People have to plug their
Click here to
ears
see.
to the screaming going on.
Say, I've never seen Doug so angry. He's cursing out
Yeah,
everybody.
Doug is crying. Doug's shrieking and crying and drunk.
Doug has renounced God. He has cursed God.
He has
died.
left the faith.
Cursed God and died already.
Left the faith.
We're not even an hour in, and Doug died.
Right, we're 31 minutes in.
This is already the best YouTube show ever made.
Yeah.
None of you guys deserve this.
No.
This is already the
Right.
best YouTube
I'm
show.
sure a lot of people
I
are saying that to themselves right now.
Yeah.
I don't deserve this.
I don't deserve this. This is too good.
Oh man, Timothy Best's Comics Gate is back. Yes, let them know Ethan's on here and we're all back in CG and
Comics
that's what's
Gate
going on.
2.0, and it's being retweeted as we speak by President Trump.
It's better than 2.0. It's 2.5.
Right,
It's
let
the
them-
best.
Let them know we're about to get Cecil on here.
Yes.
And Doug is going to do the cover for the Dirtworm Doug.
The cash grab. Yeah. I'm doing Dirtworm Doug cover.
Yeah, I can't believe Doug TenNApel agreed to do the cover for Cash Grab.
Yeah, I thought I'd really destroy the art. I thought the art it was so good that it needed to be brought down. So I agreed to do the cover.
Down to your level.
I have to keep that book in mortal territory. It was going full immortal with the humor and the quality.
It was being touched by it slipped the surly bonds of earth to touch the face of God.
That's right. It shed the mortal coil.
Yes. And you had to be brought in to sort of
balance
humble
things
it.
out, to
Yeah.
drag it down with my very tired
Make it
style,
stop.
very old man, tired compromises in quality.
Yeah, I mean, no one wants to read a comic by somebody who's over 45 years old.
It's because that's just
Yeah, that's going.
I
to
self-cancel.
Yes, you're the best at it. It's actually it's the only thing you're good at.
Is being old.
Well, it's self-canceling.
Most people are canceled like for drugging people or murdering or
Cool stuff.
or making fun of feminists or something. I got canceled. They just said you're the first person we're canceling merely because you're old.
So what a drag
Doug
it
just
is
exists.
being old.
You just
You, you dared to continue to exist.
Right.
Yeah.
Just continue to draw breath on my planet.
How dare you?
The good news is all the little millennials that make fun of me, they're all going to die before me and they're going to die alone. So that's the good news.
They're going to die screaming.
Yeah, die
alone.
screaming alone. I never knew anybody but my Xbox avatar.
Oh man.
I never talked to anyone but Fortnite.
Timothy Best says the streams with 20 people talking over each other are back too. Well, it's not 20. It's just me, the SWC brothers, Doug, and Ethan. So let everybody
when
know
you got
that.
us, that's like 20 people right there.
Personally,
Yeah.
I wish Ethan would shut up already.
And they only talk over each other.
Yes,
That's the only way to talk is over others.
the only correct way.
Correct.
Cabbage has his highlight of this dramatic night was Doug ripping his dyed hair off and revealing it to be a wig.
Whoa.
There's an alien creature underneath the lizard.
Yeah.
Alien.
But not, yeah, as you can see, this hair's intact. He meant my armpit hair.
Which was there a stretch goal to dye that, or you just did that just to do it?
I just did it just for fun. I'd have done this anyways.
But
The armpit hair, I had this self-conscious because I didn't go through puberty, so I wear a wig under there, and I'm willing to rip it off and show that it's fake.
I have to wear merkins under your armpits.
Yeah.
I thought puberty was just a myth.
Never happened.
Methods
Oh,
like
man.
that.
I'm gonna also put the link for my books in the chat and for Earthworm Jim. And I'm sorry guys, I forgot to pull up the link for your Patreon. But if you guys if you guys want to send me it, or if you guys want to post it, since you guys are
How is
moderators.
Patreon? Are you guys doing the $250,000 Dick Masterson level yet? Are you up there?
Yes, we are.
Okay, good.
We're so rich. Ugh, I'm so rich. No,
So rich, I can afford to have my own payment distribution.
once we went here, I can link. Here's our Patreon, and again, the print edition of literally #1, very
$50.
limited. Yeah, it's $50, and it's there's only 10 copies, only 9 now, really, because someone snatched one up. Although he didn't give me his address, like you have to give me an address to send it to. Again, it's a print copy. So I don't know. And I tried to, I messaged the guy and it's like, okay, you got to send me your address if you want the print copy.
And he wanted you to send it via magic instead?
No, he hasn't responded. And it's like, okay, I took your money. The money went through. I have his money.
That's because he didn't buy it. He died of a heart attack and his finger hit the click button to buy right as he died.
Yeah, he was pure joy. But oh man, that would be like the second person to die from donating to our Patreon.
Right. And it's one of the only good comic books written in history.
Yes.
That's true.
In the history of human history. It's so good. Even other pros are like, oh man, this is so much better than even.
How do I ever top this?
Kirby is like, I was having a seance the other day and Kirby was in there and he goes, that literally, he goes, if I was alive, I'd quit. I'd just say it is finished. It's been accomplished. The greatest comic.
It's overrated.
It is complete.
He would also say that about Tails Gets Trolled.
He should. He would be definitely right.
No, that's true. That is the best.
Yes.
That is insane.
We're talking about that one.
Nasser was just talking about that again. The stream, which I cut out, I isolated just the review part of us reading Tails Gets Trolled. Because that was a wonderful, fun time. But the original stream was like 3 hours, and not all of it was us going through the comic.
Yeah, the beloved Miss TenNApel, who does not read my work ever, but she sees me working on it was Earthworm Jim 2 here. It was on like page 100, and she goes, "Aren't you going to do a different book?" I go,
Oh, no.
"Honey, I just got to finish the series." She goes, "How long is the series?" I go, "It's like 5 books long." She goes, "You're going to be working on the same book for 5 years?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "You're letting me down." She shook her head and she walked out of the room. She wants me to create something new. So the next day,
that is new.
a new idea instead of resting on my laurels.
Not just the same old Earthworm Jim. That's from 30 years
not even
ago.
a sequel of Bigfoot Bill. She doesn't want me even working.
But that's
on
what I'm saying.
at all.
The
She goes, she wants me to
character's
create
only
something new. She goes,
old.
"What would you make if money wasn't an option?" And I
Earthworm
said,
Jim?
I think it would be the most mind-blowing, screwed up, amazing book I'd know how to make. I don't know what it would be, but it would just be me unleashed. So someday I'll get to that.
Oh man, would you be ripping off people's heads?
It would be like I would just create something new that was unfettered by anything.
Maybe
It
shouldn't exist.
It would be like what was it? The Star Wars, the stuff that he was going to make after Star Wars. It's like these are all the scripts. Finally, the stories are really.
Oh yeah, you mean George Lucas's stuff he was going to make after Star Wars,
Yeah.
The whole Splinter of the Mind's Eye stuff is going to be really psychological.
Yeah, that stuff. When he was high on his own farts from Star Wars, going.
And he was rich, so he was rich enough that he could have done anything. It would have been incredible. And then he made Howard the Duck.
He should have
stopped.
He should have stopped after Star Wars. Never done anything
Howard
else.
the Duck.
I have a feeling Howard the Duck was the masterpiece. That was the masterpiece he always wanted to really make.
Yeah.
And it's going to be full of songs and music and cool stuff and kind of crazy humor, and it's going to
Woman
be
is
based
going
on
to have
comics I
sex
love.
with a duck.
Yeah, she's going to have sex with a duck. There's going to be duck nudity.
There is, and it's going to have Jeffrey Jones in it. Nothing problematic about that guy.
I know. That guy's totally cool. I mean, he was in Ferris Bueller. How bad can it be?
Yeah.
Totally cool.
Dude.
Oh no, here comes the cops for us. I hear the sirens coming for us from saying that.
Hey, pig.
They're coming to arrest the pig.
Hey, pig.
Right, they're coming for the people that I got chained up down here in my basement.
I have to still laugh, by the way, at how, and again, I didn't watch any of this, but when Preston was on like a couple weeks ago with Adam, one of the Adams or something, and the guy was like, "Why do you keep calling Comicsgate pay pigs?" Like he was actually upset.
What show is that? I got to see it.
It was some debate with Preston and Adam Friended, I think.
Oh yeah, Adam Friended had him on the show. I got to see that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any interest in it, but I was just laughing at the idea that Adam was so distressed over Comicsgate being called pay pigs.
Over pay pigs being called pay pigs.
Yeah, actual pay pigs engaging in pay piggish behavior.
I invited him on the show last night, the Victory Show. I sent out an invite to him since I was on a show with him.
That's
I go,
very
hey,
gracious.
I'll get him in there.
Yeah, that's cool.
I didn't expect any trouble. I thought everything would be
so
cool.
how was he on the show?
Oh, he didn't show. He said he had to mow.
No.
I said he said he had to mow the lawn.
Well, I mean, it is important to mow the lawn.
Yeah, I just
You don't
thought.
understand. The HOA will mess with you.
You don't want the ticket from the grass police.
I thought it was the manliest thing I'd ever heard that the guy mowed his own lawn. I have nothing but respect for that, given I've never mowed my own lawn.
I mean, we are assuming, of course, that he actually did have to mow his own lawn.
Oh,
And
you mean
wasn't
he
just saying
he
that.
mowed the lawn?
Yeah. Oh, is it one of those
Right.
wink, wink, nudge, nudge things? Yeah, you see, I mean, they're very masculine over.
It's kind of like
there.
in what was it, Kingpin? It's like, you take that, you freaky piece of shit.
You don't mow another man's lawn. Yeah, and he punches his own friend. And then he's like, you didn't have to rub hot sauce in his eyes. Like I had to keep up the appearance.
Yeah.
What a great movie. We should do one. We dropped that whole movies you should watch thing. We kind of want to do more, but we just haven't.
Kingpin is funny.
Yeah, I think it's
When the
Fairly
Amish guy
Brothers'
gets the
best movie.
tattoo.
Yeah,
he'll turn around. Let me see it.
that horrific. Oh yeah, wait, wasn't it like? Oh yeah, okay, that's not too bad. And then he turns around and it's a giant back tattoo.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, and he's like, I better not tell him. He just doesn't say anything.
Kind of back
that he never
tattoo
has
of a great red dragon.
a great red dragon, and a woman that came from the sea or something like that. Whatever. Oh God.
Man, we've got Ray Cortex says they're more like pay hippos.
Oh.
That's accurate though. I mean,
It's an insult to pigs.
yeah, insult the pigs and hippos. That's not nice to say about them. Them pigs, perks,
Perks. I was trying to make a reference to
Cobra,
Serpico, or not Serpico.
Cobra,
Yeah,
Cobra. Where
pigs. If you thought I was going to kill kids, like I said I would, you deserve to have holes in your heads.
Oh no, yeah, that's Zodiac actually.
Whatever.
Is that from the movie Zodiac?
Yeah, in the movie Zodiac, they
Pretty sure
read
it's
some
from
of
the
the
actual
letters.
letters too.
Yeah, which is really good. That movie is one of my favorites. I think that's David Fincher's
He's
best
such
movie.
a jerk off. The Zodiac killer was just a real jerk off. He's like, "Hey pigs, I saw you with your squad cars He's like accusing them of trying to mask the noise of their squad cars or something. And it's like,
I heard you. I'm a genius.
it's like, they probably weren't trying to even do that.
Yeah,
I watched Zodiac, the movie, and
wonderful movie.
I didn't understand any of it.
I mean, it's a long procedural movie. It's like 3 hours, and it's just people sorting through evidence. But I love it. I love that movie.
Ick. Ick. The stab scene in the park. Ick.
Oh, that's brutal. That's
It's
We
really
also
brutal.
hard to
we
get
watched
past.
A lot of procedurals. I used to watch. I actually watched pretty much every episode of Homicide: Life on the Street and The Wire. Same guy.
Does Person of Interest count? I don't know.
Person of Interest definitely counts. And
I
then,
wasn't interested in the person of interest. I wish it was a show of interest.
I thought it was a really good show, though. It had Jesus from A Passion of the Christ as
That's
the
true.
main hero.
And Ben Linus from Lost.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I actually liked him in Person of Interest more than in Lost.
He's a really creepy good actor too.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
really good. That guy.
He's good in both shows.
That's what really helped to make that show so strong.
Yeah. If it wasn't for him, like even Lost would have been like almost half the show.
Yeah.
And it was.
Yeah, Ben Linus, genius.
Guys, this is pretty insane. Not to interrupt you guys, but we have Cheyenne70 in the chat saying, watching the beginning of this show, I'm a woman and in your audience.
Oh, that's one.
I'm in trouble.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, we want
don't
evidence.
believe you.
Evidence, or it didn't
What's
happen.
next? Vicky
I want
versus
receipts.
Going to show up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, evidence. We're gonna send you the link now.
That's who you should send an invite to is Vicky and Preston.
You could do that.
Vicky and Mecca McCheese.
I was going to say and Ethan, but oh yeah, that's right. He has the invite already, doesn't
Ethan
he?
would
Okay.
really not want to be here if we had Preston on.
Okay, guys, let everybody on Twitter know that Ethan and Preston are on here right now working things out. Ethan's
They're
about
debating.
to promote him.
They're having kind of a heated argument, but they're also working things out.
Right, they're just trying to understand each other.
Yeah, with a lot of screaming.
Ethan is going to promote Earthworm Jim, and he understands that no one is going to promote Sciver Frog.
And also, apparently, people are coming in here with balls.
As soon as you say that there's understanding and conversation on the show, everyone will know that you're lying. So don't lay it on too
They're
thick.
going to lose interest if they think that it's going to be a reasonable discussion.
Yeah, that's not that. You have to say they're throwing chairs at each other.
Yeah.
Okay, let everybody know that Ethan and Preston they're throwing chairs at each other. They're at each other's throats. They're about to kill each other.
It's a bloodbath.
Right.
My gosh, when will all this drama stop? Please stop, guys. Come on, just stop.
I'm just so tired of
Can't we all just get along?
I like how all the audience goes, just stop, and they're all, but I'm going to show up and watch every second.
Yeah, stop, but let me watch.
Yeah, knock it off, you guys.
But also, I'm so tired of all these Star Wars.
Let them know that Doug turned on SWC, so they're not even friends anymore. That's a whole lot of new drama we got to figure out.
It finally happened. Doug TenNApel threw us under the bus.
I'd like to announce that instead of leading war campaign, I've now turned my back on him.
Oh, no. Wait, why are you against war campaign?
But I'm still full on in for the Black Dragon thing. That's just awesome.
What about the Red Dragon, though?
Red Dragon, sorry. I'm still full on Red Dragon.
You have the back tattoo and the false teeth in your mouth and all that.
No, all that.
I still haven't finished watching all of the Last of Hannibal yet.
So left. How can you not have finished watching Hannibal?
I've been busy. I've been so busy playing video games. I don't have time to watch TV.
I thought Hannibal was the Mr. T show.
No, that's the A-Team. That's a different
A-Team. Hannibal, you crazy?
No, I'm pretty sure Hannibal.
I love how they had to knock him out every single time just to get him on a plane or something. Or
he didn't like flying.
He didn't like flying. He didn't fly so good.
He didn't fly so good.
You crazy, Murdoch? You crazy?
Oh man, Doug, there's a question for you in the chat. And you
Murdoch
have to answer this.
Okay.
But Revolver Solver says, Nasser, would Doug be willing to talk with JDA on your channel like Mike did, or is that a pipe dream? Well, my channel's not really for that. And Doug, you could
well, first of all, this was asked by JDA. Revolver Solver is
about
JDA.
800 times.
Oh my goodness, we just figured it out. John, you could have just asked from your main account.
John, just, you're allowed to use your real account.
Well, no, he's not. He's no longer permitted. It's not permitted.
It's not permitted.
Oh man, but yeah, Revolver Solver. I hope that answers it for you.
Keep asking questions about Revolver Solver. You guys are creating the content.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that all that's important?
It's the more drama content.
TenNApel as a friend. Who really needs him as a friend? I don't.
Yeah,
I sure
seriously. Don't. What kind of credit do you get for having me as a friend?
Yeah.
Oh
man.
man.
Doug TenNApel's a huge liability. You don't want him around. Don't worry, JDA. You're much luckier without having Doug TenNApel on your side.
Yeah, pick someone safe like Vox Day.
Oh man.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I mean, Vox Day. He's a publishing comics too. He's doing pretty good.
Zippy is here. He says, to quote a Frog fan, I'm confused. Do we like Doug again?
Oh, that's good.
No.
That was my favorite comment on the Ethan thing, because I do give credit to Ethan.
Oh, you mean the tweet
Yeah.
where Ethan's like, "Hey everyone, I'm really friendly. Did you guys know I'm friendly?
Yeah.
I'm so friendly that I'm going to say I'm supporting Doug."
But here's the thing: I don't judge. I can't judge intent. So as far as I know, and I'm happy to think that it's legit. And my thank you was sincere. If a guy does something good, I say thank you. But the backers who, here goes, not the backers, but the fans. The fans, my favorite quote, because all I would do, I wanted to send this tweet to Adam so bad because we had that debate the other night where I was talking about how they don't think for themselves. And literally someone followed going, someone quoted on that thing in response to Ethan going, are we good with, I'm confused. Are we good with Doug again? Do we like Doug again? A fan actually asked that from Ethan.
They have to ask Ethan, of course, because they can't decide that from themselves.
Yeah.
Well, we need you all to reply to. We need you all to reply to that tweet because the answer is yes, and they are such friends again now that we have them on here with the reunion. So let everybody know that
they almost,
the reunion, but it went south. The reunion
they
went
almost
south.
came out and murdered Ethan for saying that.
Yeah, I noticed that. People were getting pissed at Ethan for just pretending to. Well, I'm saying that Ethan's pretending, but Ethan was just pretending to be nice to Doug for one single tweet, and they were so pissed at Ethan about that. Now, of course, why would they be pissed at Ethan about? And I'm sure they'll be like,
he almost had every backer refund on the spot.
Yes. That would have been a shame. You know what is kind of sad though is that I know some people who said if Doug actually makes up with Ethan and they go back to being friends, I'm going to refund my Earthworm Jim too.
I know,
and I can't.
That's what happened.
I said, yeah, I can't blame you.
Yeah, that's what happens. Is the fans, they want control. They're power hungry. They've been given some power, and they're like, we made your career. We can make you and we can break you. And I'm like,
that's what Comics Date's about, though. That's what Comics Date was always about.
Maybe you just want to read my book.
Yeah. Do you actually want to read the book or what? But for me, I was like, I wouldn't do that.
Idea actually supporting somebody's book with the intention of reading it.
I thought for a second there were some comic fans.
Poly bag.
Yeah.
It's
just stuff in a poly bag. Who cares? Yeah. Fans. No one's a fan of the comics. They're a fan of the person, and then the comic is like not even second place apparently because they're a fan of the person, then a fan of the YouTube channel, then a fan of their Kickstarter campaign, then maybe the comic is somewhere beneath that.
Yeah, and the fan of their hate boner for Kickstarter.
People getting angry about the fact that you're even on Kickstarter.
Well, I'm angry. I'm on Kickstarter. So how's that?
Matt C says, I was just congratulating both Doug and Ethan, but I guess both sides got triggered. Who's triggered?
Both sides. Both sides were definitely triggered.
Both sides now.
Why would you be a fan of both sides?
Yeah, I know. Really, it's like I don't even understand that.
Pick a lane.
I like those. I like that Hitler guy, but I also like the Jews. I don't know who to be a fan of more.
Yeah. I'm not sure. You know what? I think both. I guess both are okay.
Just side with both. Just accept that they're both. I'm with both of them, and they better not say otherwise, because otherwise I'm going to have to tell everybody that I'm not really.
Yeah, you know what's really underrated is a good fence sitter.
Well, there's a lot of statues built in tribute to fence sitters.
Yes, and most of them look like fences. People get them mistaken.
Well, Matt C, since both sides are triggered, I'm going to need you to spread that on Twitter. Let everybody know to come in here, watch both sides just killing each other. The most vicious stream you've ever seen.
Both sides are totally triggered right now.
You need to listen to what Ethan has to say on this show right now.
Right now.
Because right now, he finally has the chance to speak up against our evil slander and lies.
Finally decided to confront. He's finally decided to confront our horrible lies right now.
Nasser, send the invite to Roe. Get Roe on here.
And Sketch Therapy. Please have Sketch Therapy.
Sketch Therapy. Get Sketch Therapy and Roe in here, please.
Also,
I
get
don't
to
even know what their
whoever.
Twitters are. If you guys want to send it to them, go ahead. But I don't even know what their
Well,
Twitters
I
are.
don't know. They got like 500 sock puppet accounts. It can't
That's
be
the
that
thing.
hard to
I don't
find
know.
one of
It
them.
changes all the time. They make new accounts. I have no clue.
Why do they make new accounts? What happened to their old ones? Did
They just tell
lose their
they just tell the
accounts?
truth too much.
Yeah, Twitter's afraid of their truth.
Jack hates them for the truth.
Jack has something personal against them, and they're telling the truth. Even though sometimes they tell two different,
Let's also
completely
get
opposite
Renfamous.
truths.
Go and invite Renfamous.
Yeah, let's get Renfamous on here.
Get Renfamous in here.
Who is that one dumb, smelly pirate hooker who is a voice actress too? Get her on here too.
Maybe
Smelly
we'll
pirate hooker, you mean Christina Applegate?
No,
ma-
no, she's
maybe
nice.
maybe we'll get Donald on here and he could finally show me the
Oh.
accounting.
Yeah, like show you a paycheck of the money he's been supposed to have sended you.
He's officially
Years ago.
apologizing for trying to screw you out of the money he's been trying to screw you out of.
Right,
And
and
the
the writing
credit.
credit he already
Finally
stole
pay
from
you.
me.
Yeah, the writing
And the
credit
writing
that
credit
it's
he
too
already
late.
stole.
Yeah, it's too late for him to give you now. Of course.
Right,
He's
unless he
finally
fixes
going-
it in the next printing, or if he
He's
ever
going
goes back
to
to another
finally
printing, I
admit
couldn't
to-
imagine.
Oh yeah,
he'd
I'm
need
sure
to.
on the second printing he'll actually give you the proper writing credit when
Right.
all the copies sell out.
Right.
Which
He's
I'm sure will be-
supposedly the comics are arriving at his house tomorrow. So now we're gonna get like a new batch of excuses. Like 6 months from now, I'm gonna be like, "Oh hey Donald, so you think you can pay me now?" And he's gonna be like, "Well, I know it's been 6 months, man, but I'm still fulfilling, so I technically can't even pay you, and I can't tell you the accounting, even though I spent thousands of dollars on myself. So sorry, man, I can't."
I'm sure it'll
I'm
get
gonna-
worse than that though. He'll be like, "Oh, dogs pissed acidic piss all over it and dissolved the comics. They're gone forever. I have to go buy new ones. Everyone donate to my new Kickstarter."
Right, or he's something stupid like a volcano erupted.
Yeah.
So he's like, it was an act of God. I can't help it.
There's an earthquake, a terrible flood.
Locust.
It's not my fault.
It's not my fault. I swear to God. Yeah,
Right.
I would actually respect it if he just replied with a Blues Brothers reference instead of an actual excuse. I would actually respect that more.
Right, and all his simps are like, I see his simps on Twitter. They're like, oh, it's going to be worth the wait. No, it's not.
For Donald DeLay, imagine actually making excuses for the my wife's boyfriend comic.
Oh man, we could have had like 10 comics out by now if he actually did the work.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, not that there's anything wrong with that. Well, all right, there is something wrong with it. But
Okay,
yeah,
okay, you're right.
everything
right.
wrong
Totally
with it.
deviant. Totally deviant.
disgusting, grody, totally grody, which is even worse. Wow, this drama stream is a little.
I
too
really
much.
don't
It's too
appreciate
deep.
people trying to gaslight us and being like, "Oh, why you people? Oh, you're so interested in the drama." If I was interested in the drama, we'd be doing a show every hour.
Yeah,
Yeah, and there can never be drama on Nasser's show. There can
Yeah.
only be
Healing.
eternal boredom.
There's never been drama on my show.
yeah.
I'll say.
See, even Doug calls him. Even Doug.
This
pronounces it
is the most
Nasser, by the way.
drama-filled stream I've ever had. So
That's the most
everybody-
dramatic thing.
Everybody
Especially
let
after
everyone on
Ethan-
Twitter know.
Especially after Ethan was just on and had that big shouting match with Preston.
Right.
Couple
Let
minutes
everybody
ago.
know it is going to be a new meme. It is something they cannot miss. Like Ethan is, he's crying. He's literally on here.
He was crying.
He was
We were
really
hugging each other, saying, "Bro,
He'll be
bro,
okay. Don't worry.
I'm sorry, bro. It's cool."
I'm
You
sure
guys missed.
Earthworm Jim
You got to
2 won't
tweet
make
out.
more
You guys
money than
missed
your
out on
comic.
the big makeup
Right.
stream.
Yeah,
Right,
big
and
field stream.
Doug accidentally doxed himself.
Oh yeah,
It was awesome when my home address went out and I knocked over my mailbox. It was awesome.
Knocked
Right.
over your mailbox with a baseball bat.
yeah. Those damn SJWs.
Redfinis came to my house and knocked over my mail.
Damn them.
Why Renfamous just obsessed with mail? Why is Renfamous so obsessed with mailboxes?
Oh man, Revolver Solver says the Earthworm Jim cartoon is either back in print or VEI found more to sell. Was that done to tie in with Earthworm Jim 2, Doug?
Cartoon.
I don't know. Oh, Mike, you mean my comic book? No, they don't know.
Oh, the old comic book that you did of Earthworm Jim.
No,
Or is it like some new like DVD print of the Earthworm Jim cartoon?
I have no idea what they're
I
talking
think he means
about.
a DVD. It could be a bootleg. I've seen Earthworm Jim cartoon bootlegs.
It got re-released in Australia like 8 years ago, I think.
Oh, that doesn't count.
Someone went after the rights or something.
Not even real.
They don't tell me anything over at earthwormjimheadquarters.com.
.com.net.
.net.
That's like
Read
Asia.
Trump.
Asia's website for the band Asia was asia.com.com because they were taking things to the new level of internet.
They
Oh,
changed
yeah.
the name of the band.
Yes,
Thomas, there's a question for you here. Even though we don't
boy.
talk politics on my channel, so I don't know how this is really relevant.
I'm
We
sure
do,
this
we
won't
do
be-
now.
It
We
won't
do
be
now.
too political.
He says
I'm sure.
and this is, I have no clue what this means. He says, what's Thomas's opinion of Trump's deal between Israel and UAE?
Is that United Arab Emirates?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, that, of course.
Yeah, I figured, but I have no idea what his deal is.
That's weird because you wrote
I'll
your
tell you what
doctoral
I think.
thesis
That's
on
the
that.
thing is,
Oh yeah, that's right. Oops.
Everyone goes to me. Everyone goes to my brother for the stuff they should be going to me for.
Yeah, exactly. My brother knows more about that. So, I mean, I doubt you even know about that specifically. All I know is that I know a lot of people hate Trump because he's too friendly with Israel.
Yeah, you
And
know
they
a lot of
also
those.
hate
You know a
Trump
lot of those
because he's-
people.
Yeah, I know a lot of those people, but
They
I'm good
also
friends
hate
with
Trump
those
because
people.
he's a racist.
I tithe. Yeah,
Yeah, we're
he
way
gives, he
too
gives
connected.
money to a lot of those people.
Suspiciously connected to those people. No, I mean, I listen to it's almost shocking that there are still YouTube channels where people can be like, "Oh man, Israel" and that kind of stuff. And not that I'm saying they shouldn't be able to say that, but it's shocking that YouTube just hasn't censored
I mean,
everyone.
there's some laws against basically.
Yeah, they're trying to enact new laws
already. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're hate speech laws. It's like you can't talk shit about Israel.
Well, no. What happened was Facebook officially declared that they're going to ban anyone who
That's
says
just the latest
that
thing.
Israel has too much power over the U.S. or something. And it's like, well, doesn't that make it look like Israel has?
Doesn't that mean they have to ban every Democratic candidate?
Yeah,
And of the
like,
Democratic Party?
and like half of the Republican voter. Well, maybe 25% of the Republican voters.
Revolver Solver clarifies the animated series DVD.
That doesn't
JDA.
clarify anything. I'm sorry.
JDA, go on your actual account.
Yeah, JDA, knock it off.
Yeah, what are you
Oh
doing?
man,
What's going on
Larry
here?
from Rebel Gaming's here. He says, "Okay, where's the frog?" Well,
He's right here.
missed it, man. It was a bloodbath.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. There's so much.
Craziest
I
thing
mean,
to ever happen
one
on
point-
comics YouTube.
you're gonna
More
have
story.
in order to be able to hear the replay, you're going to have to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It doesn't unlock the video.
He showed
and
up,
send a
he was
super
being
chat.
very
Everybody
friendly.
has to send super chats right now.
Yes.
He was being very friendly, and we chased him off.
Right. If we get $100 in super chats, Ethan will come by.
Yeah, and plus you'll be able to hear the part where Ethan was on when he did come
Yes.
by because he was on and came by.
Yes, we will only release it for $100 in super chats.
Yeah, it's a stretch goal on the channel. I mean, that's really where stretch goals belong, is YouTube channels, not these crowdfunding campaigns for comics. Who wants to read comics? Ugh.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. That's why he fled the country so he could go read comics in peace.
He's also was on the show. That was a strange reach out.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks.
I can't believe the stuff he said about Ethan Van Sciver's sexuality. It was some real accusations getting thrown around there.
John Delarose, Revolver Solver, says VEI was distributing the Earthworm Jim animated series DVD in the US and Canada, but it seemed like it went out of print and was selling for a lot of money. Now VEI is selling it on Amazon for $20.
Well,
Okay.
everyone go buy the series. What a
Yeah,
great
$20.
series. What a great celebration of Earthworm Jim.
I saw that clip.
Right. Buy
what
the
was
comic
clip
first.
Of Earthworm Jim. Oh yeah, Earthworm Jim wanted a pony for Christmas. And it's just all these clips from the Christmas episode of how Earthworm Jim wanted a pony, and he was just obsessed with it all the time. I remember that show just being really funny.
Yeah, it's good.
It was like one of the last good cartoons ever.
Doug Langdale wrote most of those episodes.
I just loved it. The humor was just so good. It was fittingly goofy for like a cartoon about an earthworm that has a super suit.
Yeah, really silly.
Yeah,
The craziest part
needs
about
to be
Earthworm Jim-
appropriately silly.
The craziest or silliest part about Earthworm Jim is that his name is Jim.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's cultural appropriation. That's not a worm name.
That's
that's
named
right.
after my brother. Jim.
Jim.
Yeah, really.
Oh man,
They
that's
named the
cultural
dog Indy?
appropriation.
They named the
They
dog.
named the dog Indy.
You were named after a dog. That's so depressing that another movie had to come out after that, because that was one of the best endings ever of the
Fond
entire.
memories of that dog.
Yeah, I got a lot of fond memories of that dog. That's right. Henry Jones Jr. Oh God, what a great movie.
I wish
What
I
a
had
great-
fond
what a
memories
great-
of that dog.
And they literally riding off into the sunset. That's like the last movie ever where somebody rides off into the sunset, aside from maybe City Slickers, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
And Showgirls.
And Showgirls, the wonderful classic Showgirls.
Now we have confirmation that you have watched Showgirls.
Yes, of course. Yeah,
Of course,
it's
because I remember
finally-
that ending where they ride off into the sunset.
Yeah,
Fond
it's
memory.
for sure final proof. Ethan Van Sciver is going to have a field day using that against you for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life.
I give him permission. TM.
Both seconds of it.
Yeah, both. Yeah,
Both seconds of it forever.
Doug TenNApel is going to regret that for the rest of his life. Both seconds of it.
Someone making a channel of me doing that and just repeating it forever is really what all of YouTube should be. They should make all channels mandatory just that.
Stay logging for life.
Oh man, you guys! I tweeted out the link to the stream, and then somebody replied, "This is sad."
What's the
They're
sad
just-
part though?
They're just not here to help.
Yeah,
Right?
it's not helpful.
I don't know what part is sad, but let everybody know just how wild the stream is getting. Just how incredibly insane it is. The
And
bloodbath
sad,
that
though.
it is.
It's
Yeah,
tragic.
and sad.
There's an
And
element of
sad.
tragedy.
Doug is in tears, just like Mike S. Miller. He's about to lose his house.
It's a roller coaster of emotion.
Yeah.
I'm trapped in a glass cage of emotion.
A mystery surrounded by an enigma,
Wrapped in a question mark.
wrapped in a question.
Anyways, yeah, Earthworm Jim, like it was at 150K. What's it at now? Because I wouldn't be surprised if it was already 160K now. All right,
It just crossed 154.
All right.
Sweet. Thanks, guys.
I mean, it's
Yeah, all
constantly
coming from my
growing.
stream. So any money he makes tonight,
Yeah.
I get.
Yeah,
a
that's
cut.
right.
Look at this. Look at this
deserve
Peter
a
Puppy
cut.
devouring Earthworm Jim. This is
I
the
can
kind
actually.
of abject violence you get from Earthworm Jim, too.
The
It would-
horrific.
It looks like it would be horrific, but at the same time, it's just the suit. He's just biting into the suit. So
Yeah,
who
he's just
cares?
biting a bunch of wires.
It could be the first R-rated comic ever.
Unless they're wired straight into Jim's nerve center where he feels it
Or
10
he's still
times
a worm.
worse because
pain, the incredible pain. It's like
The
a
suit-
Slayer song at this point. It's so
the
violent.
suit emphasizes it. Exit night.
It's
no,
downright metal.
that's Metallica. That's not.
Oh, sorry. Same thing.
That's sell out.
Same thing. Identical bands, different.
Sell out a
So
cup.
many Slayer fans would be so.
A lot of
pissed off.
Slayer fans.
Yeah, the Slayer fans that all have they're the metal guys that wear the clown makeup. Is that the guys?
Yeah, those
I
are the
mean,
guys
yes.
who love magnets.
Yes, it is.
Those
The
are guys
insane
who
Slayer
love
posse?
magnets.
Yes.
Those
Oh
guys?
man, Mars 10 says Doug now owes his career to Nasser because of this
Yep.
stream.
You're right.
Yeah,
You know you're
That,
right.
that is true.
I was wondering, by the way-
even Doug pronounces it Nasser.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone calls you Nasser except for yourself. And
Everyone
it's like,
says Nasser. It's Nasser.
Yeah,
it's
Okay,
but
Nasser.
American.
I just go by
I'm-
what
I'm
Doug
not-
said.
American.
Thanks for
I'm not-
clarifying,
I'm not-
Nasser.
I'm not picky. I've gotten like so many different weird ones.
I'm
ever
a
since I
real
was a kid.
American. Fight for the rights of every man.
I had this big revelation one time when I was in elementary school and me and my sister were selling chocolates door to door, and
thought you
this
were gonna
old
sell
lady,
drugs.
no, and this lady, she asks our names, and I was like, well, it's sort of hard to pronounce, and she's like, well, what is it? I'm like, Nasser, and she's like, Nasser, that's not hard to pronounce, and I was like, then why does everyone in the world always say it wrong?
And now it's only gotten worse.
And it got uncomfortable when she said, "Because you're brown."
Yes. Because I hate you. I hate you because you're not white. That's
Because
what
you're different.
you're different from me, therefore you are wrong.
That's what you get
You
for
are
living
wrong.
in Canada.
Yeah, she was impressed that you spoke English.
Yes. That you eat with
Those
a knife and
Canadians,
fork.
they
Oh, they have
hate
chocolate. They have
minorities.
chocolate where you're from?
That's right. It's
They
not
have
called
food?
Turkish delight.
They breathe air in where you come from? What? Do you still clip your fingernails like we do, like normal people? That's I had no idea she was so racist. She was so racist.
I knew it.
Yeah, I knew it all along.
Racism is killing
That was the
me.
point of the story, clearly.
That's the point. It's the point of the whole story. Whole story. All roads lead to Nasser.
I can't
Right.
believe how.
Nasser. That's how Snoop Dogg spelled it correctly. Nasser.
You know, you're right.
Right.
That's how I spell it. If I'm an American.
Right.
I'm
So,
American.
if you guys have ever said my name wrong, you need to send a super chat right now. There's 36
That's right.
people in here, so I should get 36 super chats right now all in a row.
$36 at least.
$5.
$100 each. There should be 3,600 rolling in.
Yeah,
Oh man, I could put out another book in that
yeah,
case.
exactly.
Yeah.
A
So
comic
basically,
book.
throw your money away.
Go. You could go hire. You could go hire Donald to make another comic. It's the new team up again. You're making amends with Donald DeLay right now.
This
Right.
time, Brutus Part 2. We're not kidding this time.
Yeah, for
Right.
real, absolute sure.
You know,
It was
You'll get
already
this
written.
one. Brutus 2. You'll get this one.
You know the thing about that, Doug,
Will
is,
ya?
is,
I don't know.
is
No.
No.
he's doing, Donald is doing Brutus 2 without me, and you know what he did? He waited for my birthday before he uploaded his preview pages of them on the Indiegogo. He put out an update last month on my birthday, the 11th. He puts out, "Hey guys, here are the preview pages for Brutus Book 2." Like he's sticking it to me because he put out 3 pages on my birthday.
Yeah, take that person who wrote the comic that I made that I'm
Right.
taking all the money for. That's a pretty good own. He got you on that one.
Yeah, I got you.
Actually, just got a super chat.
Right.
You're
Oh
weak.
man,
That's why he
thank
did.
you so much, FlyFox Pro. For $1.99, he says, "Sorry, I've been trying to say it right. Forgive." Yes, it's all right. It doesn't make me mad. But if you feel bad about it, $10 more, no, $8 more will do.
That's a perfect way to ask forgiveness. Money.
Nasser always upselling on his apology tour.
No, but seriously, thank you for the super chat.
Money's nice. Everyone likes money. I like money.
If there's one lesson to be learned from the brilliant documentary Idiocracy,
Yeah, it's
I
that.
like
I like
money.
money. Yeah.
it's a lot of zeros, Frito.
Suck it. The time machine costs like 10 million.
Oh man, Bloop says, "I don't have money, but here's a shoe."
It's
A shoe. That's not
Thank you
bad.
very much.
That's not bad.
I mean,
a
Elizabeth.
shoe is worth a lot more than $2.
Yeah, that's you're right.
And
Even
we're
the
getting
cheapest
up.
shoe in the world.
Oh, we're going up in the world.
Yeah, really moving
Oh
up.
man,
$2
we got
to an
37
old-
people in here. This is like almost a new record, guys. Please hit the thumbs
What's
up
your
and
record?
share out the link. My record is 100, and I got it 2 years ago, and I've only come close one other time. I had 91.
I got it 2 years
I just
ago.
know
What
this
happened
because I
2
checked
years
it a
ago?
few days ago.
What happened 2 years ago?
Something
2
happened
years
2
ago,
years ago.
2 years ago, I had Mindy Wheeler on for a stream, and my record before
Ew.
that was probably like 40 or 50 maybe. And then I had her on. I just had 100 people. I was like, "Where'd you guys all come from?" As soon as there's a lady on the stream, everybody.
Yeah, they
gets
said, "Oh,
on.
she's the only female on the entire internet right now."
And
The
then,
first and last time you ever had a woman anywhere even watching your show.
Right. Then last year, I had Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition. I had hosted them on my channel, and that one got to like 91 views or something. It got like really close to breaking that record.
Drawn and Quarter almost got Mindy Wheeler status.
Right. Almost. There weren't enough
But
girls
not.
on the stream. Let's see. Matt C says $2 stupor chat. I feel bad that I'm entertained by this.
Oh no! I mean, we're having a good time.
It's
Oh
actual
man,
money,
there's
though.
nothing better you could be watching right now.
I mean that is true. There's literally nothing. Literally
Other
nothing.
than
better.
PewDiePie just staring into a camera.
Right.
I never really thought he was interesting. I was subscribed to him for the meme or something, and I
most
watched some of his
Oh,
videos, and they're
man.
kind of boring.
The
He
most
had a
interesting
gold
thing he
video
ever
the
did
other
was
day
drop
though.
the
He
N-bomb.
had this gold one about the Sim Police.
The Sand Police.
It's like the simple.
It's hilarious.
Inside of my head.
Yeah, it's the best song. That and the Dog Police.
Reed Troutman's asking, was that when Mindy was leaving CG? No, that was like her first ever stream, or maybe her second ever one. Like she was like brand new to this. And
I mean,
then
you were
had
still
her-
technically part of Comicsgate at the time, weren't you?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, it's sort of like, unfortunately, but at some point you have to, like, always learning it's better to learn than to just never know. And like, imagine if you were still in Comicsgate. And usually, I mean, you would have been if it wasn't for like some kind
Oh
of,
man,
you know,
I would
element.
have so much money right now.
You'd be so rich.
Right.
We would all be rich.
If Donald didn't steal from me, and if Yellow Flash and Umbrella Guy didn't get Peter Gilmore to cancel our book, and do
And
the
then they
thing
lied
they
about
accuse
you.
Mark Waid about. They accuse Mark Waid of it. Like, oh no, Mark Waid canceled Zach's book, but we're going to cancel your book.
Yeah, you think that other people in Comicsgate would be like, wait a second, that's not a good thing to do
Right.
to somebody.
Right. They CG fully endorses stealing from writers.
Yeah, the writers are like the. Well, I was about to quote a John Lennon song, but I guess I shouldn't. But let's just say,
Oh, go
Because
ahead.
John Lennon.
yeah, John. I mean, yeah, I don't want to quote John Lennon because, John Lennon, the loser. That
Well, you're
loser.
breaking my
You know
heart.
what
He's
a
my
loser
favorite
John
Beatle.
Lennon is? He got
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah,
What a dolt.
he sucks.
Who goes around getting shot?
Only stupid idiots like John Stupid Lennon. But anyways, yeah, writers are certainly not very well respected.
Yeah,
That's true.
so
Nor should
Donald
they be.
stealing. Donald stealing from me has CG's full endorsement. They have not spoken one word about it. They're fully fine with it. So
I guess it's proof that Donald DeLay really hates black people. He doesn't support black lives.
Yeah, he
doesn't care about black lives.
He's more than happy to see them snuffed out.
I knew
right,
it.
Yeah.
he's more than happy to be a thief, and CG is more than happy to support thieves.
Well, come on, that's not worse than the other stuff we said. Being a thief, lying, who cares about that stuff? Those aren't important. Yeah, that's
so.
barely even a thing. Lying, it's like it doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
It's not a crime. Perjury isn't a crime.
Perjury, what is that? That doesn't mean nothing.
Crime isn't a crime.
Yeah.
If you can't
Never
do the
happened.
crime, don't do the time.
Oh man, Timothy Best makes a great point here. He says Nasser was the key to CG's success, and he's right because I was their only good writer.
You're practically the only writer. Period.
That's
You're the only
true.
guy that actually wrote.
Yes.
Right.
The rest of them
you're-
just like doodled things,
I
and
think
it's like,
you're also
"There's
the
a comic."
first person. You were the first person they started screaming about.
I was also
really
the first
in-
one of them to fulfill.
Yeah,
that
that's true.
too. I guess
Stardust
if
came
we're,
out before all
I
of
don't
them.
know. I don't know if you were Tim Lim. I think you did predate
Tim Lim really wasn't even officially.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think he made a comic before Comicsgate was a thing, and then after Comicsgate was a thing, Tim
Well,
Lim still, took a while.
His at the time was Trump Space Force, and I remember. I think they came out around Christmas time. So I
Of
think from by
18?
a month or two. Yeah,
Yeah.
How did that one do?
that one had like 70-something thousand, I think.
Yeah, that one was big. I mean,
Was
I
that
bought
just
it.
the campaign or was that the sales? Because that's the thing is
Well, that
even
was
we
the
spent
campaign.
money. We spent money to buy it, which means it probably made even more money than that.
But I think we bought it, just at a store or something.
Because you guys
I
are
got it in store.
pay pigs.
Paid for pigs.
Pay pigs.
Pigs.
Pay pigs.
I kind of wish I could buy one of those. I forgot who was doing it. Maybe it was Adam Friended who did the, or maybe it was one of those other retards. But
Same.
the Comicsgate Pay Pig T-shirt. I kind of wish I could get one of those.
It's kind of like the I'm ashamed to be a furry button.
Yeah, that's right. Ashamed to be furry pins. I saw those were on sale.
The writer's 3/4 of a person. I think it's actually even worse than that. It's 3/5 of a person.
Oh, facts. Big facts. Yeah, they don't care about writers at all. They're just like, but it's a pretty cover. It's a pretty picture. Like, that's
Which it
exactly how
isn't.
they all sound.
Yeah, they basically see it as like if you can just tell an artist what to draw, you are a writer, and if you do any more than that, you're kind of an asshole for
Right.
getting up your own ass and being like,
But
well,
even
I'm going to direct the artist. It's like, no,
Even
the artist is the
telling-
most important.
Telling an artist what to draw according to them doesn't even amount to telling them what to draw. It's just like,
Right.
here's the thing that happened. This is what happened. I draw it.
But the cover is chromium.
Yeah,
That's why I only do terrible covers on my
yeah,
art.
intentionally terrible covers.
Mine are terrible. It means it's a good story.
I heard that the
Trainer.
chromium covers don't even close properly. I wouldn't know, of course, but
I have it, but I didn't even open it.
you
It's still sealed down here.
I hear that
it might-
chromium gives
I
cancer.
might have it next
And
to
phobias.
Yeah, you can apparently get cancer from the chromium covers of Cyberfrog. Normal chromium covers, no cancer. But the ones for Cyberfrog specifically, if you don't wash your hands after handling them, you can get cancer.
Actually,
Apparently.
it will
That's
give
what I
you
heard.
radiation
Here they
cancer
are.
through
Yes.
the plastic.
Yes. Even through the
stickers-
plastic, you can get
The
it.
stickers too. Actually, the wavy black ink on the pages will also give you cancer.
The fluting, you can get cancer from fluting. I don't know if you guys knew that.
If anyone wants to buy my copy, let me know. See, I didn't even open the cards or anything. I've never touched this.
You will never get a dime for that shit.
So let
I've
me know.
had- I've had
I forgot how much this cost, but I just want my
Tim
money
Lim
back.
offered to give me his copy of Jawbreakers, and I was like, I'm probably just gonna throw it away.
No thanks.
But I mean, like, I wouldn't even read it. I wouldn't even want to read it because I already read the thing. It's like, I
And
don't
you
care
can't
about
read.
that. And I don't know how to read. I can't read. How
You
dare
can
you
write.
try-
You can write like crazy, which is really weird because
Yeah.
you can't read.
We
Cajun
can write
Crimson
better than
1 says, "How
Shakespeare
dare you craft a story?"
and
Yes.
make Shakespeare look like an idiot. Like
Yes.
Crafting a story is the unforgivable sin.
Yeah, exactly. You're
It's the
crafting
ultimate. It's the
You're
ultimate sin.
yeah, as Ozzy would say, it's the ultimate sin.
Oh man, 5 cents confirmed. Can we get at least 12?
Oh, nice.
No, 13.
This is so sad. Can we get 5 cents?
How much? I cry every time. How much would it even cost to mail it out?
Yeah, mail out to 5 cents.
Essentially, weaponized.
I'll
filth.
sign it. I'll sign it if you guys want. Whoever buys it, I'll sign
Yeah.
it for you.
Sign
So
it
that way you know it was my copy.
You have to let the government know it's radioactive.
The government puts it onto a spaceship and fires it into the sun because this is obviously hazardous.
Then it
trebuchet.
explodes. Then it
A
explodes.
trebuchet? Did someone say trebuchet?
Then it
Okay.
explodes like a nuke, and a guy flies down.
You know what?
And he sounds like Lex Luthor.
Well, one thing I was thinking about was that was a reference to Superman 4.
I remember because I watched the Nostalgia Critic review of
Oh, I saw that.
Superman 4.
And the nostalgia critic review of Superman 4.
He's talking like Lex Luthor. For some Nuclear Man is talking like Lex Luthor. He has his voice.
I don't get why they did. Why did they do that?
Why
does
does
that
he
happen?
have his voice? Probably because the guy who was acting as Nuclear Man probably couldn't even speak English.
Cheyenne 70 says they don't close and they do cause cancer. Oh,
Yep.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. Ethan Van Sciver wants to give all of his followers cancer.
Yeah. Why does he want to do that?
Confirmed.
Why is he doing that?
What jerk?
Hey Doug, there's a question for you from Cheyenne. She says, "Will Doug TenNApel add toys to Earthworm Jim like Ethan did for Cyber Turd?" Her
Cyber
words,
turd.
not mine.
I am
Nice-
not
nice way to
planning
word it.
on it. I can't. First of all, I'd have to negotiate those rights, and I've had a few talks with the rights holder about that.
Yeah, the merchandising rights are owned by
People
somebody
actually care
Yeah.
enough about.
No, it's with this. It's by the same people, but just it doesn't mean that you automatically get a toy deal. And he recently did a deal with the people who did, like the Miko toys or something. Some toy line is going to do some version. So I don't want to compete with that with my own toy line. And guys, it is an insane business and an insane amount of work to do that stuff. My hat's off to Ethan, by the way, for pulling that off.
Even
Yeah,
with
yeah,
a
wow.
bad toy on his.
It's,
board.
I just don't.
amazing.
Hey, and I've said this, man. The Wasp toy looks great, but I'm just saying, I pity the
band
guy.
Wasp?
I pity the guy for what he's about to step into because it is
Yeah.
a serious business.
I also pity the fool.
pity the fool. It is a serious business, and
He
it's a
doesn't
lot
seem
of
to have
work.
that problem though. He doesn't have any of those problems with people trying to essentially battle for the rights of making. He's already got one made. Nobody cared enough to try and stop anyone from making Cyberfrog toys.
Yeah, that's right. There's no rights dispute for anyone with the Cyberfrog toys. It's all clear for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that is a tough biz, and I'm watching how he pulls it off, because for a small guy to just start out and go in and do an action, the vinyl toys are easy because you can find those guys, but doing an action figure is absolutely gnarly. It's like a physics disaster.
Yeah, you got to have the joints and stuff. I mean, even the just like an acrylic standee, I think is just cool because it's not a toy, of course. It's just a decoration, but
so that would also be more cost effective.
Yeah, Tim Lim's doing that, and I want to rip that off from him big time.
I like that, and that's kind of like, I don't care about toys or even the bonuses and stuff.
You got to make it a hot chick, though. It's got to be Princess What's Her Name.
Yeah, well, exactly. Well, aren't you doing the hug pillow for Princess What's Her Name or something?
No.
Why not?
Why not?
I'd order 30 of them.
I don't do soft core with my characters, so.
She's not soft core. She's perfectly wholesome.
She's very tasteful. Come on.
Okay. No, but I like the idea of the acrylic standee. I want to try and
that would be fantastic.
I'd like to try that, and it'd be much easier to get permission to do that than to roll out a big giant threatening Earthworm Jim toy.
Also, sell include a random, make 5 different acrylic standees of the characters and include a random one in each comic, so people have to buy 5, just like the X-Men.
The X-Force.
X-Force. Yeah, that was being brought up on the last stream. It's like, you should do that. You would grift so much money from your pigs. Pigs.
You have a point.
But yeah, that's also the thing. That
it would work. It would work.
That Tim Lim is doing. Those are all of Common America.
Yeah. To be honest, Common America is kind of one of my favorite comic books of the entire
it's good.
year.
It's a good one.
I kind of almost actually prefer it more to his magazine.
Not almost in my case. I prefer it to everything else that he's done. I like his other.
I almost prefer it to the Mandalorian, except for one fact.
Yeah, maybe one part of the Mandalorian I prefer to Common America, but the rest of it I prefer Common America.
Yeah, I like what Tim's doing. I think he's smart. I think he sees manga taking off, and he's got a great manga character.
Yeah, he has that great style. But yeah, the character
Mike Pellegrini is straight up. We're not going to do the Fang.
Mark Pellegrini. Mike.
Oh,
you don't go to Las Vegas
Bean.
to Morocco like that.
Doug can't even do international order, let alone toy. What?
Yeah, international ordering is
is evil.
It's the worst thing in the world.
It is the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, you can't even send to Australia for less than $100.
You have to invent a new form of cardboard. Yeah, Liam Gray had to invent a new form of cardboard. I didn't know that. I didn't know that needed to be done.
I've ever heard.
Yeah, that almost sounds like something that a liar would say. Anyway,
international nailed. I had to jack my prices up, and I use all accurate measurements on them, and I'm just saying I know it is expensive and bad, but some of those tiers are
charge the correct price.
I do. It's just my prices go up because I have shipping and fulfillment. They charge up to, it can be like $5 to pack a box if we end up getting 10 goodies to pack in and tracking and all that. I use a way more expensive shipping than most people do. So I'm just saying, I'm not sending you some Gemini mailer like these guys,
or just a plastic bag, or just
plastic bag. These are and if your book is lost or damaged, we replace it, no questions asked. You just say, look, it's lost, it's damaged. We take care of it, and so all that stuff. The how flimsy international shipping is very expensive to do on a campaign, and it's not like I make money on the shipping, and international isn't so significant that if it ended up being any more trouble, I just wouldn't offer international. Everyone happy?
That level of nightmare on its own, because it's
not just about we were talking about that on some other show that me and my brother were doing about just people who actually expect it to cost the exact same amount of money to get from America to Australia, an island nation where most of the stuff has to go by boat.
Yeah, like I have guys from like Dubai ordering original pages. So I'm sending an original piece of art separate from a book, and the book and the original page don't show up. And you just go, all right, I got to send you another one, another original page, and
Yeah, the
another
guy
book
in
for another.
customs is like, oh, I think I'll just keep this for myself.
That's basically what Russia does. They just go
Yeah,
shopping at the post office.
Yeah, they just like whoever didn't get the proper bribe is like, well, I didn't get bribed this month, so I'm just going to keep whatever most expensive piece of mail I can find.
And then Canada, which is usually cheaper to mail to, just because it's closer, their work crews will suddenly just go on strike every couple of months, and just your stuff just either.
And they have done that because I sent a copy of Literally to one of the biggest, like a guy who paid for like the first 8 pages of Literally #2 himself.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, here, let me at least send you one of the copies of Literally #1, and I'll sign it and all that stuff. I'll sign it with the gold Sharpie, all that stuff. I sent it to him like 2 weeks ago. I don't think it's even gotten there yet. It might be 3 weeks at this point, and it's just like, who knows? And it's just like, it's just Canada.
It's probably fell into a vat of maple syrup.
And somebody ate it. Somebody ate the comic. I hope it was delicious.
Player ate it.
Yeah.
Oh man, Deltaverse Comics says, well, he's basically just trying to say that Doug is bad for selling the Earthworm Jim rights like 30 years ago.
Yeah, you stupid Doug TenNApel.
Somebody wanted the
rights. Yeah,
somebody actually wanted the rights, and this guy is like indignant.
Yeah, he's indignant that somebody wanted the rights to Earthworm Jim and not Cyberfrog.
Now how will Doug pay his bills?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it also, and then they complain that Earthworm Jim has opened every door since. So it's like, maybe that's part of the invisible investment I made by selling the character, signing the character over to the company. Is it got me a job? It funded my my video game company for $1 million a year for 3 years.
Spielberg, right?
Yeah, it got me to pitch to J.J. Abrams, got me to pitch to work with Ben Affleck. I mean, I've done so much stuff because of that. And all these years later, I run a campaign on Indiegogo, and suddenly I get $800,000. Who ripped who off?
Mm-hmm. You ripped off your fans, that too.
Basically.
Yes.
Keegan Hall.
The Keegan Hall. Pigs.
Keegan Hall says, thank you, Nasser, for not talking over Doug.
That's our job.
Yeah.
Right.
That's my job. Yeah.
Let's see. We got Ray Thulu says, if you don't ship in a Ziploc, how does the comic stay fresh? Screw you guys sending me your stuff.
I legitimately can't believe that somebody did that. Like, even as a joke, but unironically, somebody did that in comics. Again, these are supposed to be the pros.
Right.
Like they actually put it in a transparent Ziploc?
They put it in a regular sandwich Ziploc bag. They shipped their comic in it.
Oh, that's funny.
After getting called out on it, they were like, "Oh, well, we'll send you another. We'll send out another printing to all the backers." I don't think that's happened yet. But then again,
was that for Stealing Solo?
No, that was Stealing Solo was not shipped in.
It wasn't shipped in anything. It was the comic.
Right. Yes,
that's right.
Just shipped as junk mail. And then when people said this was shipped as junk mail, he was like, "I'm going to sue. I'm suing you guys for pointing that out because you're lying." And then,
I wonder how much money he made from his lawsuit.
Oh, it must have been $1 billion.
$1 billion.
Guys, Raving Bean says Nasser sent me my international orders. That's right. And also, you guys that are international, if you buy my books on Amazon, Amazon does the printing and shipping, so you don't even have to wait about the long wait time. They have printers all over the world. You won't pay any customs fees or anything other than your normal shipping, whatever it usually is in your country. So if you want to get all 4 of my books,
the head of a kitten. Wait, I want a head of a kitten. But yeah, that's what I was thinking about was that if I make literally like print on demand on Amazon, then anyone could get it internationally without it being shipped internationally because it would just be printed.
They print it over there and it's cheap.
Yeah. I mean, even if the book was in bad quality, it would still be like, well, there is the book.
And they're still pretty good quality too. Like I just got John De La Rosa's book, The Cosmic Warrior, which is a good book everybody should check out. And it's and it's printed on good paper and everything. It came out really nice.
The
That's print on
Robo
demand.
Yep, it's the same printers I use for my books. John uses it's just Amazon's printers that they have, and he printed some of his comics print on demand with them, and it turned out pretty nice.
I'll have to buy one, even though it's John De La Rose.
Oh, it's a good book. It's a good
You
book,
should
The
get the
Cosmic Warrior.
Robotoad. You should get Robotoad Rect Manlet, which I heard is.
I have
very good.
his the first book that he did, the girl with the electricity coming
Flying
off her.
Sparks.
Yeah, I have Flying Sparks.
Oh, yeah,
It was very good.
We
I like
reviewed that.
We reviewed that.
I like
Miss Martin Muses, so we have a second lady in the chat, says, hey all, was thrilled to back Earthworm Jim 2. Can't wait. The first was amazing. I agree, it was amazing.
Yay! Thank
people are
you so
raving
much. That's
about
so
it.
kind.
Yeah, people were actually imagine that
about it.
people actually being excited and happy to see the content of a comic book
Right.
instead of
the cover.
instead
That's
of
one
the
of the
cover or
things that
just
I
idea.
really noticed is that when it comes to like Tim Lim and Doug TenNApel, and also perhaps possibly also us, is that
Yeah.
when people talk about the comic, they're like, "Hey, I really liked these elements of the comic. I liked this and this in the
Yeah,
comic."
this thing that happens in the comic. When people talk about others' comics, though, it's just like, oh, the cover is cool, it's good, or
They talk about the cover, or they talk about how much money it made.
yeah, exactly. Which
That's
are the
like
least important things,
all they talk about.
least important things about comics ever.
Revolver Solver says, Doug, you talked about doing campaigns for new editions of your past books. Will you be doing Black Cherry sometime down the line?
That will be the last one I do.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
What's Black?
it's kind of off brand for me. It's got a lot of cussing in it, and it's not really what I'm doing. So
Dirty stuff. I always kind of thought like at some point a goal for me would be to write a comic that Doug TenNApel would have no qualms about drawing. I don't think
there you
it
go.
would happen, but
That's a good goal.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
a
good
One of
goal.
my goals, too.
You'll get there when you're 80. You'll go like, well, I basically said every cuss word and depicted every deviant possible situation in my comic.
Yeah.
You have to circle back around.
that will take me until I'm 80. I'm working on doing those things
Kind of like
right
being,
now.
Yeah.
kind of like being the Brian Regan of comics.
Yeah, now I become the Brian Regan of comics.
Every time I write a book, I'm like, this is going to be the one that Doug is going to be able to recommend to people, and then I put in a decapitation somewhere.
Then he
or
writes
something.
that scene.
There's a decapitation in Creature Tech.
Oh yeah, I've got decapitations in my book.
Yeah.
It's not but you'll notice it just isn't. There's
Yeah.
not just like eyeballs going
Yeah.
bouncing up
Or
against the camera lens.
Geysers of blood.
It's kind of comical and goofy in a way. It's tongue in cheek kind of
And
violence. One thing I was wondering is like the phrase mature, like for mature audiences for comics, and I was like, I want to come up with some other term for that because I don't want to put for mature audiences on any
Right.
comic of mine that's actually for R-rated or
For normal
18+.
normal readers.
Yeah, normal
Oh, man.
readers. But it's like, what would I even call it? And I really don't know.
Yeah, there's a certain level where I'm just so far above all the other rating systems.
Yeah, but I mean, no, not that it's like so much more violent nudity, but Villains of the Snow Sea is going to be like, one of those for mature audiences. But again, like they call it rated M on video games, and for movies it's rated R, and there's just all these different possible words, and it's like, I don't want to call it mature because whenever I think of a comic book that says it's for mature audiences,
It's
like
retarded.
It's a dirty book.
Yeah, it's dirty, but then really stupid. And it's
Right.
like a girl with big tits is getting decapitated by a goofy monster, and it's like that's all I think about. And it's like this isn't mature. This is childish.
Right, it's just dumb.
infuriating.
There's just no story.
Yeah, yeah, and then there's no story too. Like 99% of the time,
It's kind of like it was kind of like playing Acrophobia. There were two different rooms that you could play it in. There was the adult rooms and the room for everyone.
Acrophobia goes way back. That was like a web game from 1999 or something.
Yeah, and
But the thing is, like a comic that I really think of as for mature audiences would be like Sandman or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like it's fitting there, but it's like I wish there was more of a better catch-all for that kind of comic.
better descriptor.
Deltaverse Comic says, I hope he makes you some money, Thomas. I do, because it would suck to not get anything out of all this. That is kind of stupid, because it's fine not to make money on your...
Yeah, no.
It's fine not to make money on your books as long as you put them out.
Actually, I agree with it. I agree with this guy completely. It should always be something that you should try and do to get something out of something.
Yeah. The only person
should always be trying to get something out of something else.
Well, plus, if you tell everyone, hey, get into comics, you're going to make money. That's a lie.
Yeah.
Like, I would never tell another mortal that.
Ever.
Right.
I would say your goal is to make money. It would be great to make money, but what happens if you don't? Like most people in the entire world history of comics,
or any art.
Or any that's true. Any art or any music.
One of the most important lessons from Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, when you get the when the Tremere Regent offers you either cash money or some kind of stat buff trinket, and you take the trinket because of course you want a stat buff, and he's like, that's right, that's the smart move, because it's not about just getting money, it's about what money affords you.
Yeah, and when you're smarter, when you get that buff, when you get that experience in comics, you'll be better prepared to leverage and make money in the future. You'll have wisdom, you'll have experience.
Even if you didn't make any money, though,
you'll have dexterity,
comics in the world.
I didn't just fall out of bed and suddenly start making money. I had to go in and try a whole lot of times and fail a lot before I figured it out. And I'm still, trying to always crack that formula.
I got to say, Delta First Comics, when you learn what we do about comics, then maybe you'll actually become a real creator.
Yeah. Mike Miller did the quote from that the average in all of professional comics, the average salary is $27,000 a year. Basically, you can make more as a barista.
And if you do make more than that, then there's some scamming and pay going on.
Then you're
there is definitely,
you're in the mafia.
There's some straight up graft being applied somewhere that the average pleb is not going to be smart enough to ever be aware of.
Did you know that if is the middle word in life?
Yes, I did know that. Thing is, in order to know that, you can't be someone who focuses on how much money you make in comics. You're not going to know any of that.
Or especially if you're just interested in the drama. That's another thing that I've definitely been noticing.
They're usually hand in hand, of course.
Yeah, these people who do nothing more than just focus on like the drama, being just total drama llamas.
But speaking of drama, make sure to link out this stream tonight and tell everyone about the crazy fighting.
The increpid drama, just the bloodbath.
Yes, some real sports.
It was disgusting.
Yeah,
right.
And Ralph came on, and he had the girl live on stream.
We had to watch his sex tape like 3 times.
Yeah. We vomited all over each other 10 times.
Vomiting on each other, vomiting on our own vomit.
Is he gonna face like serious charges for doing that?
I hope so. Not even because of.
I hope so. Not for the actual thing. It's
not because of video or anything, but just because he's like such kind of just a whiny loser.
Supposedly, he's actually going to be brought up on charges.
Well, there's actual revenge porn charges, revenge porn laws in his state, which he has objectively broken.
It's only revenge porn though if the guy that received it files the charge, right?
Yeah, he has to file the charge.
If he's okay with it.
Yeah, if you got punched and you're like, I'm not going to press charges, then the cops are like, no crime happened. Although, what I learned is that in Germany, if they have evidence that a crime happened, they have to investigate and prosecute.
Yeah, but you don't Germany, come on.
Yeah. Although, to some extent,
nothing sorted in their history.
Yeah. You mean nothing? Something based in their history.
So big and red-pilled.
Pinnacle of morality. Germany.
Yeah, BRP, based and red-pilled.
And we're of course talking about World War I.
Yes, where they did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
They just went to war with the entire world.
The entire world. And you know what? It was getting kind of close.
They almost pulled it off.
Well, you guys, it's getting pretty close to my bedtime.
Oh, yeah.
It's beyond my bedtime.
So is it 7 p.m.?
Yes.
No, it's 9, and I sleep around 10 or 10:30.
Okay.
So
Good Lord.
It really is almost my bedtime.
My
I gotta
bedtime
wake up at
vacillates
6.
between.
I gotta wake up at
It's either
6 in the morning so I could write.
It's
Yeah.
either between 7 p.m.
I got to get up early so I don't
or
have to write.
4 a.m.
I'm actually planning to do a bunch more writing. The thing is that, again, Villains of the Snow Sea, I wrote that script and the artist has been blowing through it so fast. I'm like, wait, hold on a second. I should do some revisions. And then I would like hurriedly do some revisions on the script just to, but then he would like do a page and I would be like, oh, wait, maybe can you change this panel with that? So in a way, I'm like writing it live as he's drawing it. He's working way too fast and it's kind of great. And I'm telling him, please, I sent him the, like that old World War II propaganda poster of like some Japanese guy with his hands stayed together going, please take a day off. And I sent him that and said this, but unironically, please take a day off. You're working way too fast. And so he did because he was saying, oh, my wrist is really sore. It's like, yes, don't blow out your wrist. You don't want to break your hand like Liam's artist.
That's the
Breaking
the
his
goose. You're going to break the goose that laid the golden egg.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm concerned about is I'm living my life always waiting for the other shoe.
How lucky do you have to be to get an artist who's actually putting out good work on a timely manner and for a low
free
price?
Well, not for free, but for a low price. I won't say what that low price is.
$8 million.
$8 million. But again, and I showed people some of the art, and I love it. I don't really care what other people think about it, but I think it looks fantastic. But it's also a touch cheesecakey. So again, and that's why I'm thinking we're going to have to stay rated for mature audiences. But again,
Just put like a 13 plus on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is 13 plus or 18 plus. It's more like an 18 plus.
I don't think there's nudity, as far as I know.
Well, not in the first chapter, but the second chapter there is, and it's like,
just censor it. Just censor it.
Hardcore porn. Just
I'm not. I'll. Yeah,
just like what the Japanese do. Just put a few Tipex lines over a bunch of the really dirty stuff, and it's like nothing.
Tiny line.
You could show that to children.
Yeah, now it's completely work safe.
Yeah,
I will censor out the rating. I will not censor out the nudity.
You'll pixelate the rating so nobody can tell.
Yes, so no one knows what it is. But no, it's literally is the comic that's work safe and stuff, and then Villains of the Snow Sea is the one that's more. It is meant to be adult and mature, but
Filthy.
Yeah, filthy. But the thing is, I just hate the phrase mature for a comic with like nudity and violence in it.
Just call it immature.
Yeah, I should.
Rated immature
adults. That's what I should do. That should be the rating for literally is for immature adults.
Not for adults at all.
Yes. But I mean, there's other comics too that are, don't have nudity in them, but I mean, they'll have swearing sometimes. So it's like, I don't know. But
I think all my talks with Doug really got to me because I found myself recently, like while editing some of my books, like toning it down a bit.
Yeah, I'm getting to you.
Well, no, I think that's worth considering.
You're the only one, Nasser. You're the only one.
If you feel like you should, or you feel like you want to, then I think you should do that.
Yeah.
If it really
I've been editing some stuff. Hopefully the next stuff I publish, this is what I've been going through the last few days, and like I'm just reading it. I'm like, do I really need all these swear words? And I'm like, and as I like ponder it, I just get like Doug on one shoulder, and then me when I wrote it on the other one, and it's like, yes, this is your artistic vision, and then Doug's like, you degenerate.
You degenerate fool! Tear that crap.
Disgusting.
That GD crap.
I was writing writing some of my own script for like I was like, oh, I got a story idea. Let me write. And I'm like, I should try and make it as work safe as possible because you
open yourself to a bigger audience. If you want to make money,
and then I ended up adding a swear word, and it's like, is there some way I could remove this or replace it? And I think about it, and it's like, no, I kind of can't. I have to put put swearing in this part.
I thought of putting one swear word in the Earthworm Jim book in this book, just because it would just be so brutal where I put it, and it would be so funny.
He just drops a K-bomb and it's like,
and I just said, nah, I can't, for the kids and stuff like that. But it would have been really funny. So it's very tempting.
But yeah, I mean, Earth. It would be bizarre to see
Swearing is great.
Jim
Being
come.
able to swear.
It was just so out of the blue. It would have been. That's where the humor was coming from. It's like it's obvious it didn't belong here, and so it was especially funny. But then I just went, nah, that's.
I mean, Weird Al used to do that, where like in private he would have the PG-13 version of a song.
Yeah.
Or just an R-rated version.
Yeah, but like he wouldn't, he would play that for friends or something as a goof. And like Brian Regan sometimes would like in person if he was drinking, sometimes he would just start swearing like somebody said I was on Opie and Anthony, they were hanging out with Brian Regan. Brian Regan was having a scotch or two or something and just looks over and goes, "Look at that motherfucker." And they're like, "Whoa, Brian Regan."
Whoa, Brian Regan. This is weird. I can't imagine this.
I know it would be kind of horrifying. It's horrifying to just imagine Brian Regan swearing, to be honest. But apparently he does sometimes.
Yeah, but no, seriously, it is like an hour until my bedtime, so I got to get up at 6 in the morning.
No, seriously, you have to keep going.
Yeah.
Well, here's what we did accomplish. Here's the thing: we know that the show is actually over because we finally got that achievement in Fallout 76.
Yeah, that's right.
I finally got the achievement in Fallout 76 for getting the finishing the gold quest, gold bullion bank vault thing.
Yeah, and I just passed 100,000 on Candy Crush. I'm just like you guys.
That's pretty good job.
Who cares about Candy Crush?
I'm a huge man. I'm a huge man.
Wait a second. Is Candy Crush not as important as the stuff we're talking? The video games we're talking about?
No, I scored big on Candy Crush.
I still actually laugh when that stream we did. We did some stream where we're going to really go after somebody, and then at the beginning of it, it's me just reading off a code for my brother to punch
into launching a nuke. It's not launching a nuke.
And then Doug TenNApel's comment is like 840713, and then he quotes, and then SWC. And I was like, yeah, it's an important code. It was for launching the nuke. And then you replied with just gamer.
GAY.
And I still laugh. I
always laugh because when I listen to your show and you start talking about the game, going, "Oh, come over here, quick, get this power up, get the battery pack." What? I already know Doug TenNApel is going to be gritting his teeth, and I laugh out loud. I'm like, because right after I was yelling, like, "Quit playing games on your show," and then you guys say that.
We know how angry you are just from seeing the game.
You can make us want to do it more.
Yes,
but we still got 24 people in here, so guys, please share it out. Anyways, even though it's ending, maybe someone will catch the replay. Just let them know it's vicious. And
share,
I've also posted everybody's links in the chat. So if you guys want to go support SWC, here's the Smug Laley Patreon link.
The print run. The print run of Literally, very limited edition, only 9 copies left, only on sale on our Patreon there, patreon.com/SmugLaley.
Literally Patreon.
Right.
Literally Patreon.
And then there's Earthworm Jim 2 Fight the Fish on Kickstarter. And
really? I hadn't heard of that.
He doesn't need help promoting that.
I haven't. I didn't know. Wait, what's this, Nasser? What?
And then there's my $4 on Amazon. So if you guys want to support anybody on the stream, then those are the links to do so. Have a great night, everybody, and please still share the stream.
God bless you all. Thanks, Nasser.
Bye. Peace.